Edwards also had a 2-run single. He is smoking hot right now. Xavier Edwards has been crazy, crazy good. Had a chance to get one more and fell apart late in game 2, but end up getting one of the 3, come back home at 6-3, as you heard, start a 4-game series with the Reds, and we got UConn and Michigan tonight. Man, Michigan, what they did to Arizona, I was like, man, but this UConn story and that crazy coach, and he's out there, man. He is, I think he plays off this being different now, I think, because he is, obviously, his teams are really good. I mean, my gosh, they're seems like they win it or they're right there all of a sudden every year. And he seems to get the most out of the talent that he has. But that Michigan team is absolutely transfer portal loaded. And I am dying to see what this is going to look like against number 1 seed Michigan going against the number 2 seed UConn. And I'm guessing this guy, I know he plays off, and, I saw the piece they had on his demons that he's had going back when he was in college. And it was a good piece. By the way, I like those pieces. And left basketball for a year and went and coached with his dad and got the bug, and then came back and finished his career just had some demons in there and fights them off, and got himself a nice story going. But boy, he's a different dude, man. He is. We got a few coaches that I've always thought Jim Harbaugh's out there a little bit, and the way he's a little quirky too, and a few guys, a little different. Our guy here didn't have to go far for that.
Don't say.
Speaking of, people are going, wait a second, Joe. Yeah, your football coach. Oh, that's right, Mike. I forgot about Mike, man. Boy, by the way, I like Raheem Mostert a lot. I do. Raheem's been on the podcast tour, looks like, lately, and going around. Man, he and Mike McDaniel, that relationship, which started together in San Francisco and had great success as a 49er, and he came out here and had one of the great years when the offense scoring 29 points a game. And, everybody talks about how good the passing game was with Waddle and Hill outside, but Raheem Mostert ended up having just a phenomenal year. But boy, he gets asked, and he's not holding back on the Mike McDaniel stuff. Now we got a weird one. I hadn't heard this one. I've heard a lot of stuff, and I bite my tongue on some of it. But the stuff about players putting their hands on coaches, wow. I got to tell you, we had some guys go at Shula, and I'm going, I had, like, he would go after them, and they throw F-bombs back at him. I saw 2 or 3 guys do that, and I went, wow. That's and both guys would stop, both sides, and walk away, and things would go back, to Shula controlling things. But
would he throw you off the team?
No.
Talk back to him?
No. If he jumped some guys.
Did it depend who you were? Was it that kind of thing?
No, there were some guys he jumped. He jumped a couple of Super Bowl guys at the end of their careers Super Bowl guys, the undefeated team that came back for that extra year, that last year. And Shoes wanted them back. If they came back, it's because he wanted them back. And those guys didn't, when you're talking about 34, 35-year-old guys are really good players. They could, their relationship was different. They could talk back to him, and if he decided he had to blow up at him, they might blow up back at him. So I saw a few of those, and then, during practice, some things got heated. I mean, look at, man, things are going to get heated in practice. Never going to be perfect. Nobody's just going to get through a year. 53 guys, or in the old days, 45 guys on a team, to think that everybody's going to get along. And we had personalities. We had guys on our team just didn't like each other. We had a guard and a linebacker that just absolutely hated each other. I don't know what it was about. I have no idea, because they're both good guys, but they just did not like each other, and would go hard in practice on their own just to hit each other. And then afterwards start fighting. And they were breaking up constantly breaking them up. So somebody wouldn't break their hand on the other guy's helmet. It was that bad. It was terrible. But this thing with Mike McDaniel's coaches and Raheem, did you see a story? I got a lot of stuff I want to get to, but I've been going through and I go, all right, Raheem's, pissed off at Mike. Okay, that happens. It happened to a lot of guys. It's fine. And he said he was soft with players and guys want leadership, but it's how you talk to guys, and you can't, you got to treat a guy when I'm a man, treat me like a man and all that. And I go, okay, all right, combination of today's guys. And even back then, nobody wanted to be, talked down to in front of guys and embarrassed and humiliated and just want to be coached up. But, and I get it. I understand the whole thing that Raheem was saying. But, man, I got to tell you, under no circumstances, Mike was never a threat to hit a guy or touch a guy. If you've seen Mike McDaniel, he's not going to lay a hand on anybody ever. For a guy to lay a hand on Mike or any of his assistant coaches, that's not acceptable. And if you do that and you put your hands on a coach, you better be really good. And you better have a great apology from you and your attorney and your agent, because that's a bad look. That is it gets that bad that was going on, then you're in trouble. That's the first time I'd heard it from Raheem Mostert. That was, and it's over and it's gone. And
isn't it funny that when it's over and gone, they start, everyone starts ripping like this?
Well,
and all this stuff starts to come out.
I don't think Raheem made it up. I don't think, he was just sitting here going, let me give you some good stuff on your podcast. So, because this stuff's going to go out. But, hey, man, I think.
This Jarvis Landry's podcast?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, who doesn't have a podcast now?
Well, everybody. And by the way, everybody, you sit there and you talk, and it's like you're sitting at a bar and you just let it rip.
Yeah.
Let it rip. You come on here and all of a sudden you're guarded. Anyway, we've got a bunch of other stuff to get to here this morning.
Maybe we got to do this show in a room where you got a couch or whatever, a little more comfortable.
Throw a little alcohol in there, sit down.
Yeah, because that's all these things seem to be. Everyone's all comfortable and relaxed. And yeah, they really do let it rip on these things, though.
Well, anyway, that was I literally just caught it last night. I was like, wow, with all the stuff going on here that we have. Panthers, by the way, it's kind of weird to say this morning. It was close. It was just hanging on here and needed 2 wins to keep it alive. But Pittsburgh, a couple of wins against the Panthers, and it's over. So they'll finish out this season, but no playoffs. And honestly, I'm guessing the team's pretty happy to just kind of close this thing out so they can get some guys healthy. They got some guys banged up that are in and out of the lineup. They got guys that getting surgeries or have already had them and trying to rehab and trying to get this thing 100% back, starting with Barkov and go. But, yeah, so the Panthers, after, hey, man, one of the great 3-year runs we've had here in South Florida in any sport. That's put it with the Heat run, and you can put it with, the Dolphins in the 70s. It's a hell of a run, what they did. 3 years in a row going to Stanley Cup Finals, winning the last 2, and truly just too banged up to even make the playoffs at this point. They're obviously way out of it. And that draft pick looks pretty safe right now, Woody is. They're going to hit Canada for the next 3 games, come home for the last 2, and that will do it. So their season will be over late next week, and we'll be moving on from that.
You ever, miss the playoffs and feel less bummed out?
Never.
I don't.
No.
I'm not bummed out at all.
I don't think anybody is. Hey, man, we had Coach on last week.
It's tough to do what they did.
And he just said, hey, man.
Time to take a breather, right?
Yeah, he just laughed. He goes, I've never seen anything like this. And we're talking about surgeries. We're talking about more surgeries coming up. We got everybody hurt. And you name it, we've had it happen. And they've had a bunch of their – I tell you what, the 3 guys trying to – I call them the 3 guys that have tried to kind of keep it all together with Bennett and Reinhardt and Kachuk. as of late, finishing this thing out. But it's a banged up group right now. Just
the Heat one is frustrating. The Panther one is like,
well, the Heat
they deserve a break.
Look at the Heat, and I'm not even getting excited about what happened against that Washington team. It's just an absolute embarrassment whatever they're trying to do, and got some veteran guys that will be coming back next year and see what they can do. But had a couple of guys have big games. It's good to see. Don't get me wrong. Khalil Ware had a really good game, and a coach going, "This is what I want to see." I'm going, "Yeah," and he'd like to see Washington about 20 times too, in the season. But you got to see that kind of stuff that you saw in that game because it's a really bad team that's trying to lose. I mean, they are really, really bad. They are begging for the first pick in the draft, man. They are just it's bad. So anyway, you got all that stuff going on, and then on top of that, Inter Miami, man. I tell you what, sat in front of the TV with the whole family, watched Apple TV. Even my wife sat there and wanted to see what the stadium looked like. It's beautiful. By the way, it looks like it holds like 60,000. Just love the structure of it, everything they did. Haven't heard much about getting in and out of the stadium, but it looked great. Whatever work they have left, I guess it was a 24-hour. Had to sprint in the last 24 hours or last week to catch up and get it where they could play the game there. But they got it done, and it was great. Tell you what, man, congratulations to Jorge and Jose Moss and getting that thing done. And he did it up, man. Did it up nicely. It looked like fans had a good time. Inter Miami ends up being a 2-2 tie with Austin FC, but that thing could have been 5-2. Hell, Messi could have had 3 or 4 goals by himself if you watch that game. And they were just firing shots at the end there with opportunity after opportunity, and Suarez off a free kick was offsides. It would have won it, but clearly offsides. Officiating easy one on that call. But anyway, yeah, good for them, man. They got the 305. They're down there, and we'll see how everything goes down there with the team. But the Messi show and Suarez also back with the team had a goal to tie that thing up at 2-2, and that's how it ended for the evening. And, man, we got all kinds of other stuff. Couple weeks away now from the NFL draft. We'll be getting in a little bit of that today as well and get you caught up on some Miami Dolphin news. And then we got the really good story, the old Columbus gang, man. Fernando Mendoza has already won the Heisman, is expected to be, and the national championship, and is expected to get the hat trick, man, with being the first overall pick. And Cameron Boozer, Player of the Year from Duke, also a Columbus guy. Bryce Fitzgerald, safety, made the freshman All-American team. I got to tell you, man, Columbus on fire, and the Moss brothers, Columbus guys. Columbus got it rolling down there. Congratulations to the school and everything else, man. It's kind of cool to hear. And then their basketball team this year went out and won a national championship again. Yeah, it's one thing to win a state championship. But when you start going around playing against other high schools from, big powerhouse cities of teams where basketball in the inner city, and you're beating those teams, hey, man, that's impressive with that group that Columbus has put together. So, man, we got all kinds of stuff going on here this morning. Tonight, UConn in Michigan. Congratulations to the UCLA women. 79-51, just beat the you-know-what out of South Carolina in a 1 versus 2 seed as well. Excuse me, both number 1 seeds in that game. I was thinking of the other one. So, man, a lot of good stuff. And the Marlins playing pretty damn good baseball. They really are. Overall, they got a little sloppy yesterday. A couple guys got picked off in the 6th inning. One guy gets picked off at first. Absolutely no excuse to ever have, especially when you're not very fast, that you're not close to that bag. And he looked slow. He looked slow even trying to get back to the bag besides getting fooled. And then on top of that, you get a runner thrown out at the plate for a second out. And what could have been a big inning, but it didn't matter because Graham Pauley and Xavier Edwards come up with huge hits for the Marlins for them to get the win. Had to hold on there. Had to hang in there on the bottom of the ninth, but get a 7-6 win. So, man, we got all kinds of stuff going on here this morning as we continue on a Monday. Hope you had a great Easter day if for people that were celebrating. And for the rest of you, I hope you just had a great weekend because there's a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff. And we are not done because there's a bunch of stuff coming up. We're going to be getting into the race. We got F1. We got NASCAR. Jeez. We're hitting it all these days. And before you know it, the old World Cup will be here, man. And we'll be talking about everybody being in town for the World Cup. And boy, it just goes on and on and on with all the great events we have going on. We got more stuff to get to when we come back. We'll hit a little bit of the football stuff and LeBron and some of his buddies talking about a city that they're not big fans of and would never play for. And it gets you kind of thinking about that city that you don't enjoy going to or you've been to and thought it was a terrible experience in sports. We'll have that for you coming up. But first, I want to tell you about your South Florida Chevy dealers and the trucks, man. I want to tell you about our trucks. I love talking about our trucks. Why not? Our biggest number one seller, those big, strong, durable trucks. And, man, if you drive a truck and you haven't been to your South Florida Chevy dealers to check out the Colorado and the Silverado family, man, I don't know what to tell you, man, because we got truck absolutely perfect for dependable trucks, durable trucks. I mean, we got great deals going on. And I want to let you know whether it's a Silverado 1500 or a Silverado HD, man, you got everything you need. From a full-time working truck, just you and that truck, to still need that extra room for the family, to get the family around in that truck. And even for not only work, but a little bit of pleasure on the weekend. You need a truck that, it got enough power to pull around your boat and your wave runners and all the other toys you enjoy on the weekend to enjoy South Florida lifestyle. Man, we got it for you. Hey, I never forget about our SUVs, a Suburban, a Tahoe, a Traverse, the Equinox. I go through the whole family of trucks. And yes, our sexy Corvettes. We got something for everybody, man. Stop by your South Florida Chevy dealers. 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. Fall in love, take a test drive, get a great deal. Great deals going on right now at your South Florida Chevy dealer.
This is along Florida's Turnpike and northbound from before Alapata Road to Caribbean Boulevard. It is affecting 3 left lanes. Emergency
Like, damn, my hotels ain't nothing in Memphis. Them shit be dirty. I walked in the Memphis hotel one time, I had stains and shit on the bed.
Memphis taking a little beating from NBA players. Speaking of podcast and everything else, yeah, it is. I've kind of gotten that vibe here, sitting here in South Florida. I've never been, by the way, to anybody out there that's grown up in Memphis and moved down here, or is down here now that's been to Memphis for some reason, a relative, or there are a lot of different reasons. And Elvis used to go to Memphis and that stuff, but yeah, you don't hear good things. That's a rough one. And Nashville, everybody loves, home of country music and
a lot of places in Tennessee that people like.
Yeah, no,
we got Hollywood houses up there in the mountains and stuff.
Oh no, they got. You're right. Yeah. It's nice, but man.
So LeBron, they ripped that. That was the first one you heard, and then they put together that 5 minutes, like a 5-minute clip of NBA players just teeing off on Memphis. Apparently, that hotel's a problem.
Well, first of all, if you only have one hotel, that's a problem. If you got to stay in one place. Now, listen, the Green Bay experience, except it's Green Bay, and we don't even stay there. We stay outside, like 45 minutes outside in this small town that has that hotel.
Huh.
It's fine. The hotel's fine, and it's a neat little town. I forgot the name of it here.
That's where all the teams stay.
Yeah, I'm guessing most everybody stay. Now, I don't know where, but we used to stay in the 80s. We did stay, actually, and it's a small Green Bay is a small town.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very big area. I don't know what the population is, but all I remember is it had a lot of bars. A lot of bars. They do a lot of drink. And they're kind of like, they call them family bars, where your family and friends all go to a certain place and they go every night. They're there. And so they had a lot of those places, and obviously Green Bay Packers are everything around that area. But people like going there, right? NFL fans love to go to Green Bay. The Lombardi experience and still the feel of an old kind of original start of the National Football League when you go there. And it is kind of cool. I remember first time playing there and first time going there for a game to cover it was cool. So that's not on the list, but Memphis is one. Now the other one that I don't want to get too close to the situation is Sacramento. There's not a lot going on in Sacramento, but a lot of people that live there like it because it's within hour and a half, 2 hours of Lake Tahoe and the Sierra Nevadas, which are beautiful. Nice. Reno's on the other side, Reno, Nevada. And then on top of that, you're a couple hours from the Bay Area. If you want to go down for whatever reason, seems to be less reasons to go to the Bay Area, but there's not much out there, man. It is farmland all around you. Farmland everywhere, full of small towns that surround Sacramento. So I don't know if that's on the list. I used to tell those guys, hey, man, none of the top players want to come as free agents. You're never going to get them in Sacramento, which is true. You got to draft them. You got to do what OKC's doing. But I don't know, man. That Memphis thing, Woody, I don't know enough about, like, if there's a city in hockey, because there's some of those Canadian markets are not huge, but they're crazy about their team.
Trips, though, man.
Yeah, trips from hell getting there. Yeah. No, you're right.
Where was the worst place you played?
Oh, it's by far Oakland.
Yeah. Fans were vicious.
Nah, it was just bad. The facilities were terrible. I mean, it's a sports complex. And by the way, now nobody plays there because the A's are gone. But and the Golden State Warriors are gone because the arena was right next to the stadium. It was, I don't even know what they're doing with it now, because now you got the A's playing up in Sacramento, and the San Francisco Giants AAA team plays in the same small stadium in Sacramento. So it's good for Sacramento, but it's it's embarrassingly small. It's a AAA stadium, so it's not the biggest place. But I think Oakland would be, from facilities to everything else, that would be. We stay in nice hotels, don't get me wrong. There's great hotels not too far around Oakland, and it's not a problem. We played there and stayed there for the Super Bowl. We were the Oakland team. That's where we had to stay. So we stayed over there and practiced over there as well.
So that's the one you would dread as players.
Yeah, but it was close to home, so it was good. I mean, I'm being a fraud here.
Tough, right?
No, I don't. I think Philly's a big sports market. I think the big sports markets are off the hook. I mean, because I'm not sure what we're talking. We talking about hard-ass fans, or are you talking about
just
passion?
Rough places to play?
I just don't think guys want to play there. They don't want to be on the team. I think Memphis probably going to win this thing for everything. People like down here. Not that all our teams are great. They're not. But guys like to be in this area. So it is
strange, though, to have a franchise in Memphis. Especially when all these players seem to hate it. But
yeah, I don't know much about Memphis. Like I said, when we do those, we've been to Nashville. We did a family trip. The whole family, our whole wife's family, went to Nashville. We had a blast for 3 or 4
Nashville's
days.
Great
stuff. I mean, you stay
that
out.
Arena's right in the middle of everything.
You got to make a decision what time to leave at night, how long you're going. And of course, me and the wife were the first ones as the oldest had to leave, because it was getting a little it can get a little crazy. You start drinking like when those things open at noon, and now it's 12 hours later or 10 hours later. It's probably time for me and the wife to just get out of there. Yeah, but it was fun, man. That was great. Listen, Nashville's great. I get why people go, I'm going to Nashville for the weekend, and see a lot of bachelor parties there, bachelorette parties there. They're all over the place, man. So I get everybody loves Nashville. I do. Got a big old party area. Got a little bit of everything there for you, man. And got the hockey arena right there as well. And down at the other end, you can see out where the Tennessee Titans play as well.
Nah, those bars there, man. I'm not a country music guy, but the music there is great.
Yeah, but you got
a lot of fun.
Yeah, so it's like the minor league of country.
Yeah, that stuff
so
was really
they want
good.
they go there to play, going, hey, somebody's going to find us and like us, like our act, and sign us to a contract.
I even went to the Country Music Hall of Fame and everything there, man. It was
it's great.
Very touristy trip,
but
still fun.
Got a little bit of everything there, man. That's a fun place to go, no question about it. Nashville is a good one. I don't know, Woody. That's a tough one to call. Like, now that Oakland's gone, obviously, Oakland is out of sports, except for some minor league stuff, I guess, still playing there. But it's
poor Oakland, man. Must really be bad there now.
Well, they lost everything. Yeah.
It's never good when you're losing.
No. Your team's and by the way, usually ugly divorces too, like big lawsuits and getting out of there. Al Davis was fighting with them constantly, and The A's wanted, and they couldn't get a new ballpark, so they finally, by the way, both of them going to hit the home run because they're both going to be in Vegas with beautiful facilities that they didn't basically pay anything for.
That baseball stadium's going to be wild. You seen the pictures of that thing?
Yeah, they putting a top on that bad boy?
I want to say yes. I mean, I think they would have to. The weather there is disastrous.
You ain't going to have a 1 o'clock getaway game there, I can tell you that.
No. I'm like 99%. I'll check for you.
Team would last about 3 innings. You'd have to have backups coming in to play right field. Seriously, just to run out there. Hey, we got more stuff to get to here this morning as we continue. Yeah, man, Memphis is those NBA guys do not like Memphis. I didn't realize everybody. We were talking about certain places in certain sports will never win. And I said, man, Sacramento's never going to win at all. Never. And
it's got a dome.
Yeah. And Memphis, by the way, they might be that team too. Looks like they got a lot of guys trying to get out of there.
They're making progress on this thing.
I truly don't know anything about Memphis though.
Barbecue. They're making progress on this ballpark though.
They got
man.
Blues,
they got like a
right?
live camera on their website. You can look and see them building it.
Oh, okay. So it's going strong. We got the Blues, right? Is that Memphis is known for?
Yeah.
Gospel and blues.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm known for right now, talking about Baptist Health South Florida and the great work they've done for the injured, man. I just want to let you know, sooner or later, if you're active and you got a favorite sport, no matter what age you are, and you still play a little too hard and you're very competitive, you know what happens? You get injured. Sometimes we don't warm up enough. Whatever it is, it's going to happen sooner or later to your kids, to your family. And then everybody wants to go and call me and go, hey, where do the pros go? We got all these teams. Where do they all go? And I go, well, enter Miami. They eat the Panthers, the Miami Dolphins, FIU, FAU. I can go on, and not to mention all the sporting events we have down here. A lot of them use Baptist Health South Florida's sports medicine program. It's one of the tops in the country. When you put together great facilities and all these great specialists they have for every part of the body, and you got to cover the whole body now. If there's a way you can get injured, you better have doctors that can take care of it. And they went out and got just some of the best in the business, man. Knee, and I'm talking about a handful of knee doctors, everything from reconstruction to just tear everything, getting that thing fixed, and you're back at playing within a year. It's like crazy seeing these guys back at 100%. Shoulder, foot, and ankle specialist, hand specialist, back, hip and knee replacement doctors, Achilles. I can go on with that all-star lineup. Throwing the team doctors and great facilities. That's how Baptist Health South Florida has become one of the top sports medicine programs in the country. Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables, Hard Rock Stadium next to the training facility of the Miami Dolphins, and 595 and Pine Island in Plantation. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. One goal every day for all those doctors is to get us all back out playing the sports we love the most.
WQAM invites you to salute
We get up early and stretch and work out. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people hey, listen, I know the numbers. Something's going on there, though. A lot of people getting hurt playing that sport.
I have seen that, by the way, that a lot of people are getting hurt. I saw someone died the other day. Did you see that?
Wow.
Somebody fell and, I guess hit their head or something, and they died.
So, look at, man, I'm not taking any shots at pickleball this morning because we're doing something nice, but I am going to take a little shot. First of all, the age. I mean, a lot of people at the end of their tennis career, when they're about done, they go play pickleball because it's still fun and they can get a sweat. I get it. But, the other thing is, so we went to emergency room with my wife a month and a half ago. She fell down playing tennis. So I took her in there and she's in pain. And so we walk in at Baptist Health and they go, oh, got her. Saw her outfit and they go, oh my gosh, you were playing pickleball. No. She goes, no. She'll know this is a tennis one. So
it is easy to get hurt playing pickleball though, because a lot of bending, a lot of quick back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to get hurt. But...
And I'm guessing a lot of people, a lot of people don't warm up. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I think you would be very accurate.
I think Achilles, I'm guessing a lot of people don't stretch out.
No.
Achilles, which I'm very sensitive to the old Achilles. And
you stretch before you play tennis?
Yes, I do. I never will show up. Now, I got guys that play that I never see them stretch.
Yeah.
I don't see them. They just show up and play. Ira's one of them. He just shows up. And I always wonder, is he going to pull something? Is he going to get hurt?
No, he's never gotten hurt, right?
I never see him get hurt, no. But anyway, all right, so we got those pickleball tickets. Hey, we got some other news, man. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Troy Aikman is making the news now, all in on the Dolphins. It's going to be working with them, but doesn't know exactly what his role is going to be. And so people are calling me. And I go, hey, man, I truly don't know anything about Troy Aikman. I don't know. I know he was one of the members of the people that did all the interviews, along with Dan Marino and 4 or 5 others, and Stephen Ross and Tom Garfinkel and Danny and there was what, 5 or 6 or 7 people that did the interview process for our general manager and our head coach. So, but I don't know what the Troy Aikman thing. I got to tell you, though, I think it's the Tom Brady and Troy thing. And they're very open about it. I mean, Tom Brady owns a piece of the team. He and another guy, they get 5% of the team. But one guy is the number 1 team for Fox. Troy Aikman's on Monday Night Football. By the way, does a really good job. I think he's really good. I mean, he tells it like it is. Monday Night Football. And then on the side, these guys are working with a team. It's such a seems like a conflict to me, but the commissioner doesn't seem to have a problem with Tom. And by the way, Troy's like, well, Tom's doing it. Hell, I'm going to do it. Hell, Tom Brady owns a piece. I don't even own a piece of a team.
Yeah, let's see when the rest of these guys start signing up, right?
Well, yeah.
Greg Olsen and
why not?
Whoever else.
Why wouldn't you get some other guys that are
well, if you're allowed to do it. And these guys get great information, I'm guessing, from those meetings that they go to.
Well, they want to get outside guys. Say, hey, guys that impressed you when you sit down with them, when you go on the road and you meet with coordinators and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But what is Troy Aikman going to be doing here?
I don't know.
Going to have him in the war room to help them draft?
That's a great question. Will he be there on the night of the draft?
Very strange, man.
By the way, that's kind of weird to think that they go to the war room. Dolphins sitting here getting ready for pick number 11. They got 7 minutes left, and we're going in there. Oh, yeah, there you see. There's Troy Aikman sitting next to Stephen. I mean, kind of weird, right?
I don't know much college football he watches. I don't know if he knows any of the players or not.
I don't know, though. They may want him in for the process with those guys, since the guys that are making the decision, he's a big part of why they're here.
Just a lot of people making decisions over there. It seems like that's a crowded room.
Well, look at the Raiders. They've been a disaster, and they wanted a guy that knows about winning more than anybody in the history of the game. Tom Brady. Nobody knows more about winning in that league and what it looks like and what it smells like. And I don't know how that thing's going with them, because it didn't change. They were terrible last year, but he's obviously, if they take Mendoza, he had to sign off on it. Like, that's his position. Like, does he feel like what you felt like? When you look at him, do you look in the mirror and go, maybe it?
I just wonder if we find out, like, down the road, like, what if the Malik Willis thing doesn't work? Does Troy Taylor say, like, oh, I told him not to take him? Like,
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, does it turn into that kind of thing where everyone starts saying, we've had that down here where there's a lot of finger pointing going on.
He will probably be asked if it didn't work. Yes. I mean, it'd be a stupid thing.
Right?
Hey, Troy, no, that wasn't my guy. That was their guy now. I didn't know.
There was a lot of finger pointing going on last few years down here.
Troy Aikman's been out at Green Bay practices. He's seen Malik. He might have done his game when he started. I don't know, but
unusual.
Yeah, so
not a bad thing though. I mean, you can never have too many minds, I guess.
I just think, honestly, they've gone us doing the same with the same group of guys and doing it over and over again and hiring within an organization that probably should have been cleaned out years before. But let's give it another try. Let's try this. Let's try that. And you needed some new people from the outside. I think they wanted a new guy on the board to sit there and give his opinion on stuff. And now we got a couple guys from Green Bay. We got a lot of people now that are here. So, a lot of new faces and new places with the draft. What about 2.5 weeks away now? And a lot of work still to do before that. I know there's still a lot of Jordan Brooks talk out there going on. I will tell you, if you're on those billboards, I think you're safe. Do you see the billboards they have up coming down the turnpike?
No, I haven't.
Over by the stadium. Oh, over by the
got?
stadium, they got, I saw Sealer on there. That's a good sign.
Okay.
I saw Zach Sealer on there. I couldn't tell the other guys up there. I'm hoping it's Jordan Brooks and Devon Achane or something. That'd be a nice start. That'd be a nice start of going, all right, if they're on the billboard, they're safe. We're in good shape. Anyway, we're going to have Omar on 7 o'clock hour. We'll talk to Omar about all this Miami Dolphins stuff and bring in guys, the top guys for interviews. And then, hey, man, this big draft. I don't need to tell anybody out there. It's a big draft. And how quickly our fan base is, the patience is gone. You know, the long drought of not winning a playoff game. They want to know how long this thing's going to take to get flipped around and be competitive and say we've caught up to the Patriots and the Bills. And what's it going to look like? I know a lot of people want it now, and I'm telling you, just slow down a little bit on this year. Just slow down a little bit. 7 o'clock hour.
I got something for you to get out of the way here, and maybe we could do this in the 7 o'clock hour. But someone's talking about, we do have Marino on the staff there, and they try to link him to the Tua contract. So I don't know if you want to address that.
What are you trying to say?
Who's responsible? Who was signed
off?
I
can tell you who's not responsible for it. His name's Dan Marino. He's not responsible for it. How about that? How about Big Mouth Joe Rose in the morning? Let me just make that clear for any conspiracy theories you have. That all of a sudden Dan Marino's the guy that said, hey, let's give Tua $212 million. How's that?
Oh, you addressed it very nicely.
How do we do there?
You were very clear with that. Thank you.
I wanted to make sure we
Does Chris own that by himself with Mike?
Yeah. I think those two have to look at each other. And then we can just go back and forth with the debate of should Mike was just going to bat for his guy. And at the end of the day, Chris is a GM. I think he forgot sometimes he was a GM, but he was a guy like, hey, slow down there, man. You go worry about the guys on your team and get your plays ready to go. But I get it. And I know I've had four writer. Well, what else? We had to get him signed. We didn't have anybody. Okay. All right, man. I'm moving on from that. I told you that. I'm trying not to go backwards. I'm trying not to take a step backwards.
Somebody asked on the text here, so that's why I brought it up. And I knew the answer to that, but
you did.
I assumed Dan was not like jumping up and down to sign Tua.
Yeah, Dan Marino didn't walk into Chris Greer and go, "What are you doing, Chris?"
He seems to have a good eye for that position.
Yeah. All right. Hey, listen, without getting into any more of that stuff, because we got to talk about the president of Chillzone Air Conditioning. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Melissa De Verona is fantastic. The president over there. I just want to let you know, I'm going to get right into it here real quickly. It's going to start getting warm. Started to feel it this morning, getting up, going, all right, now it's starting to feel like summer a little bit more. Hey, you know how this thing works, man. It's going to be hot out there for months and months and months with the rains in the afternoon and hot humidity all the time. You're going to need air conditioning company you can trust. And if you've had nothing but bad experiences, the air conditioning industry has a bad reputation in general. Never on time. How many times have they gone out and told you something only to get a second opinion and find out you didn't need a new air conditioning unit? You could actually fix the one you have, and it wasn't a big deal. How many times have people come out and had no idea what they were doing? You know all these things have happened, and like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? How about the cost of something? You're going, where did that come from? Hey, if you're not happy, I got somebody I want to tell you about, Chillzone Air Conditioning. Hey, you're going to be dealing directly. I'll start with this. I think it's important. Melissa is going to handle everything. The president takes all the calls, sends out the crews. She is hands-on to make sure you have a great experience. And you'll be talking directly with her to make sure you know when somebody says they're going to be there, they're going to be there. If something you need maintenance, she'll be there for that. If it needs to be fixed, if you need a new one, hey, they do it all for you, and they do it the right way. I call it the family way, and family-owned and operated with great service, ready to make sure you have a great experience in an air conditioning business all over South Florida. They cover it all, even duct cleaning. Call 786-378-2778. Make sure you tell them you heard it right here on 104.3 WQM. If you're ready to make that change and try something new when you have an air conditioning problem, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain with Chillzone. Go to chillzoneac.com. Stay chill with Chillzone Air Conditioning today.
Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always feel less your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who got one from the Yankees yesterday by a final of 7-6. Miami now return home for a 4-game series with the Reds. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park, and the game can be heard on WQAM. And yesterday, the Canes beat Clemson 8-6, taking 2 of 3. Next up, Miami hosts Florida Gulf Coast tomorrow night. To the Panthers, who fell to the Penguins 5-2. The Cats will now head to Montreal tomorrow night. And in college basketball, Michigan will take on UConn for the national championship. Tip-off is at 8:50. And last night, the UCLA women beat South Carolina 79-51 to win their national championship. Joe, send it back to you.
All right, Woody, thank you so much, and good morning to everybody out there. Great to have you with us. A lot of stuff going on. Marlins had to wait almost 4 hours through a rain delay, but get a comeback win. Score Graham Pauley with a 2-run double. Xavier Edwards also drives in a couple with a single, and then all of them. By the way, he's been on fire. They're getting some guys off to great starts this year. By the way, so they'll be back home. They get the win against the Yankees, end up getting one of the 3 games, and they'll be heading home, taking on Cincinnati, the first of 4 today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you can check. They got all kinds of fun things going on and ways to save money if you want to go out and watch a ball game here next few days. I know a lot of the kids are still out of school for spring break, and we got all that. We're right around the corner from the draft. So we got a lot of stuff. Omar Kelly is going to join us coming up. We're going to talk about, the draft a little bit and some other things around the team with especially the 11th pick, 30th pick, man. I'm kind of with everybody here. I got a lot of the diehards have been sending me stuff about that 30th pick maybe getting moved. I could see if somebody wants to jump up from the second round to the first round and feel strongly about somebody that's still on the board, would not be surprised if the Dolphins make a move on that pick to pick up some more draft picks. Especially if they're in the second or third round. And they like a batch of guys in that group. Would not be surprised because this team needs so much, and they want as many picks as possible. The higher the picks, the more guys you have, obviously, to choose from before everybody else, and that's pretty important here with everything that's going on. We've got a lot of crazy stuff going on here too. We're just talking outside here. First of all, I want to just say congratulations to Inter Miami. I just watch it on TV, and again, I wasn't there. Stadium on TV looked spectacular. It really did. Just it first of all looked huge, right? It holds 26. It looked like it held 60. The way the game was done, I watched it on Apple TV, and then the Messi scoring the first goal. It's just a lot of good things. End up 2-2 game, but it was just a great night, man. Great night. They've been talking for a long time about finding something in the 305. If you're going to be Inter Miami, you want to be in the 305, and they are. That's where they are now, and they got it. I don't know about the parking. I know the stadium wasn't completely done. It will be, but it looked great. It just everything was with the Messi part of it and scoring the first goal to the celebration of the first game down there. And I don't know what the breakdown of the fan base from Dade and Broward and even Palm Beach County. I have absolutely no idea, but they're in Miami now, man, and it's a beautiful stadium. It really is. Just look absolutely gorgeous stadium. So congratulations to the Moss brothers, man, for getting that done. Getting Messi done, getting an extension with Messi, who's worth every dime for what he's done for this team. And now as the MLS champs, they're in their new stadium, and it was pretty special, everything. Everything was cool. Great Saturday night to sit and watch. Really, the most I've watched, especially that second half of that game. With they could have won. They could have won by 3 goals easily with the shots, point blank shots, and Messi hits one off the bar, and then had offsides on a goal after a free kick. It was just a wild game, but good stuff. Fun to watch. And again, they got their new stadium. So, and I know they've been working on that, and it's worked. It's worked, man. And I think more guys we're going to see more guys like Suarez and Messi that are going to come back here at the end of their careers going to want to play here. I get it, man. Those guys are smart enough to know that Miami was going to sell itself for some of these guys. I think they kind of all watching how Messi's enjoyed it and loves playing here. Again, he's going to be here with his extension, and I think they're all kind of watching. They make a call to him, man. He's going to be all in on wanting guys to come here that can help him and keep this thing going. So, yeah, good, great stuff there. Panthers, man, this is a weird day. Very, very weird day, but it's they officially losing 2 to the Penguins are knocked out. They lost 9-4 and then 5-2 last night. They're out of the playoffs. It's a weird one. Doesn't happen very often where a team goes to 3 Stanley Cups and then all of a sudden doesn't make the playoffs. But you got a lot of guys hurt. We had Coach on. He was brutally honest last week about it's going to be really hard to win these games they're getting ready to play. Playing against some good teams, and they just don't have very much left to play. He said, Joe, I'm not resting anybody. These are guys that need surgeries, or these are guys that are just out for the season or just can't play. Basically, he wanted to say, look, I got guys, if they can play, they'll play. They want to play. Our guys in that sport are made up. They want to play. And if not, they're probably already had surgeries or they're getting them. And so we just got to get healthy. They're coming back with the same group, basically, same core of players.
Gotten used to watching playoff hockey this time of year, though, man.
Yeah, man. And this year it's going to be
spoiled with it 3 years in a row, right?
It's going to be rest time now for the Panthers. Who
be rest time for us? I guess we're going to be getting to bed early.
Yeah,
none of those late nights with those hockey games coming up.
No Vancouver,
right?
No Edmonton. Jeez, crazy.
How fun were some of those? Those series were incredible.
Hey, listen, man. They what they've done and fan base. They're going. Hey, man, you're running it back. They're coming back, and hey, look at what they did even last week. They were out of it last week. I mean, they weren't out of it. They were out of it. They're so far behind. And they're playing with guys. They're calling up guys that even you diehard hockey guys are going, where's this guy from again? And they won 2 games. They beat 2 teams in Ottawa and able to beat Boston. Ottawa's just outside. Boston's in. And they get wins against those guys. They're still playing their ass off. And he just said, hey, man, everything's going to take care of itself. We're probably not good enough to win a lot of these games when we got on the road. I was kind of weird to hear him say that. He said, we'll try really hard, but we just don't have the guys that helped us win the Stanley Cup. Most of them aren't playing. So, anyway, they'll get that rest, get that extra, month and a half? What's the playoffs? About a month and a half when you go to the whole way. Right? It's a long ass. Say we're going to use that extra 6 weeks until the guys get healthy, man.
Yeah. We're going to have a quiet May and June, I guess, with I don't think the basketball is going to be running too deep in this thing either.
Well, you got a pretty good idea who 1 and 2 are going to be in Detroit and Boston, right?
Yeah. But I'm guessing the Heat are not making any run. Certainly doesn't feel that way at the moment.
Unless they could play Washington, they get your hopes up if they could play Washington like once every 3 games.
Yeah, put up 150 points.
Oh my gosh.
That's a tank job, man. That is impressive.
And that is what the commissioner's talking about.
Yep.
Trying to take care of that. Of like, what are we doing? And by the way, the teams that are trying to be really bad, look at them. Except somehow Indiana beats Miami. Mm-hmm. They're trying to lose. Well, what's that mean? Well, they're putting guys out there, and they're not telling them, hey, go have speed. I do agree with that. And Paul Maurice did a great job of explaining that, too. Like, we kind of like when somebody's tanking, you just put the right guys out there. Or like Utah, who got fined a lot of money, especially for the game against the Heat, taking their guys out. And by the way, they still won the game. They didn't play any of their big guys late in the game, and they still won. Boy, we got some bad losses. Good God, I just thought of that, how bad those losses were. But anyway, that's a problem. That's a problem when you're not playing your best guys, or you're telling your veterans, hey, we're going to rest you and take some extra rest days. And if you're not 100%, just don't worry about it. We're more worried about picks, right? You see what's going on right now with Antetokounmpo too.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling Milwaukee he wants to play, and they're going, no. Oh, no, you're going to be healthy when we trade you. You're going to be really healthy. We're going to promise him, and it's going to happen. He ain't coming back. There's no way he comes back. Now the question is, because he's hurt so much, you still want him?
Yes.
Huh?
That's an easy one. Yes, of course.
All right.
And by the way, there is not one player on this Heat team that I would not move. I'm not even going to tell you. I like Bam. There's not a player on that team I would not move. Whatever it takes to bring some fresh blood in here.
I keep Bam.
But if that's what's holding you up, then
no, you can have.
I don't care, man. You need fresh blood in here.
You can take the rest of the guys outside of Bam and whatever package you want.
But I think teams have shown they're not all that interested.
We'll see what happens
right?
now.
You know Tyler Hero's value.
Well, they know he's not coming back to Milwaukee. There's no way. That thing, the only thing holding up, Giannis doesn't have the basketballs to come out and tell him, I want out of here. I don't know why.
Because I don't think he wants to ruin that nice guy image. He doesn't want to be the villain.
He didn't want to be there.
But then you become the villain, right? You become the Durant or the LeBron,
you get booed when you
whatever.
go. Yeah, you get booed when you go back there.
I don't think he wants to torch that town. That's the problem. That's the risk you have, right? People start to dislike you, especially if you force your way out of Milwaukee to come to Miami.
You realize if he would have stayed healthy all year, they still were a bad team.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm not saying they're as bad as they probably are flirting around in 9 or 10
and
spot
I don't know
right
how
now.
good the Heat would be if you traded away all your pieces to bring him in. I don't know.
Counts on who they're playing against.
Washington?
No, us.
Oh.
Yeah. And how good our guys are. They're like, this is the Khalil where we want to go. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, it's not Khalil. It's Washington. Can we get him on the schedule more? All right, Woody, we got to go to break. We got a little Omar Kelly going to join us coming up here. We'll talk to him, a little Dolphin talk here, and try to figure some things out here. 2.5 weeks before first round of the NFL draft, April 23rd. 2 first-round picks right now. We'll see what else. We got 1 in the second, and we got a whole bunch of third-round picks. So Thursday and Friday going to be big days for front office, the new front office led by John Eric Sullivan and the Miami Dolphins coming up. Hey, want to tell you right now about your South Florida Chevy dealers this morning, man. I love talking about them. Well, I drive a Tahoe. I have now for almost 20 years. I just tell you, man, I almost switched out, and I was with Chris Atkins. I said, Chris, think about getting a Traverse, man, just to downsize a little bit. You get older. You just got to downsize. I don't have all the kids in the back of the car anymore. He goes, I don't know, Joe. I love the Traverse, but I don't know, man. Aren't you comfortable? I go, yeah, I'm comfortable. What are you doing? I don't know, man. And they talk me right. You're right. I'm not getting rid of my Tahoe. I'm keeping it. Hey, but I got to tell you, let's go to the truck family. I love talking about the Colorado and Silverado trucks, man. They are our big dogs. They're our cleanup hitter. They are strong. They are durable, and we got a truck absolutely perfect for you. Hey, whether it's a full-time working truck, that's how you make a living. How about the family truck and still entertainment truck for the weekends? Yeah, plenty of room for the family and plenty of power to pull around your boat so you can go fishing, go out in the ocean and hang out, have a little fun as a family. Running those wave runners, whatever it is, man, I want to let you know we got a truck that'll just take care of anything you love to do with that truck. We got you covered. I want you to visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Find out for yourself. Take a test drive and get a great deal. Great deals going on right now at your South Florida Chevy dealers. I know the SUVs. I haven't talked about them, and it's hard when I can't talk about all the great Suburbans and Tahoes and a Traverse and an Equinox. I can go on and on. But you'll get the picture when you get down there. Best overall products we've ever had. Take a test drive. Fall in love at your South Florida Chevy dealers.
WQAM.
by Wild Fork Foods due to an earlier accident sitting along Florida's
Premium, affordable, and convenient. Game on? Bring the protein. Wild Fork has over 700 meats and seafood options, from crowd-pleasing wings and steaks to premium cuts like Wagyu. Everything frozen fresh, ready for kickoff, tip-off, or grill-off. Fuel your game day the Wild Fork way. Find a location near you at wildforkfoods.com.
It is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood online shop. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Joe.
All right, Woody. Well, it's time to bring in Omar Kelly from the Miami Herald. Talk a little bit about the Miami Dolphins. Say good morning to you, Omar. And got to ask you right out of this Troy Aikman stuff, man. More stuff coming out. I see everybody's got he's all in on the team. They don't exactly, I guess, know what his role is going to be. It's just kind of weird. It's the ESPN Monday Night Football guy, and he helped them obviously find a GM and a head coach. But you surprised he's still going to be around the team as much as he wants to be? I can't hear you there.
My answer was going to be no. I think Steve Ross is welcoming to everybody that he can possibly have that could help him get out of this rut as a franchise. I don't necessarily know what he can do at this point in this particular time.
Yeah.
But Steve Ross and Dan Silman, they have somebody who they can call who's connected and got resources, and vice versa. Troy Aikman wants to be in the real estate world, and he's got somebody who he can call who's connected and has resources. So I think it's something that's mutually beneficial for both sides, and Steve's got a new friend.
Yeah. Well, listen, we've got, speaking of the new guys, they've got a draft coming up here in about 2.5 weeks now, 17 days out. Tell me, I think the pick that could get moved, I'm with a lot of the fans now, that 30th pick could slide one way or the other a little bit if they get the right amount for it, if somebody's in love with somebody late in the first round. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think John Eric Sullivan basically talked about, not being married to these picks and using these picks to get more picks, not just for this year, but for future years. Certainly, I think it would be beneficial for them. However, I'm just not a big believer that there's going to be a lot of people in this draft that guys just got to have, just absolutely got to have. I got to have this guy. From my understanding, there are going to be 10 elite draft prospects in this draft, 10 players who you absolutely can't miss. And then there are going to be 2 quarterbacks who are not amongst the 10 that have a potential to be drafted before Miami. So that's going to give the Dolphins a shot to get one of the premier players in this draft at 11. I would hate to see them trade down for that and lose that opportunity. Even though some of these premier players are not necessarily at positions that are high priority needs. But the worst thing you could do, in my mind, is trade down from 11. Stay where you are, get an elite player. John Eric Sullivan said something that I found very interesting. He's not being evaluated based on how many draft picks he has. He's evaluated based on what he does with them and how many good players he ends up with.
Yeah.
And to me,
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just playing numbers to say, hey, look at all the draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see quality. I'm with you. I'm with him, I should say, on that. And I hope they don't move that 11th pick. I'm with you, man. I want to take the 11th guy, whoever that is. Hey, so how do you think this Ty Simpson, before we get in more to the Miami Dolphins, how do you think this Ty Simpson thing, ends up, where does he go in this draft? How high? If you're just guessing from what everybody's
I'm still Arizona. I'm sorry, that can't be your plan. It can't be Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew. There's no way. There's no possible way. I definitely don't think that he's a Jets quarterback, but no, that doesn't make any sense to me. Gardner Minshew? No. So I think that Arizona's got to be in position to take one of the quarterbacks early. And then there are other quarterbacks you can fall in love with and want to develop and want to groom. The Dolphins have even come out their way and said, "Hey, we're not opposed to taking a quarterback or one of these draft picks." Even John Eric Sullivan says that while a lot of people might not agree, this is how you build a healthy, sustainable franchise. You select a quarterback when you don't necessarily need one. And truthfully speaking, I would be all for it from this standpoint, Joe. I have seen competition in this organization one time for 1 week go in 20 years at that position. It would be nice for me to have some options moving forward.
Are you saying you want Ty Simpson early in the draft this season?
No, I don't need Ty Simpson. I just need them. Here's the thing: with this organization, you're going to get with this organization, this regime. I will allow you 2 bites of the apple. Like I don't think anybody ever should have an opportunity to pick 3 quarterbacks. Somehow, whether free agency and draft, you shouldn't be able to pick 3 quarterbacks. Not in today's climate. But if you pick a quarterback this year, I will allow 3 because you already selected one in Malik Willis. You gave him the $45 million in guaranteed money. You have 11 draft picks. If you just so happen to sneak in a quarterback now and develop that quarterback, cool. I'm not going to count that as your 2 quarterbacks. And then you can go take one next year or the year after that, and that will be your 2 bites of the apple. But it's time. I really don't like the fact that quarterbacks have never had to compete around here. It's not healthy.
Well, I hope we find the right guy and then we don't have to have that competition. I'd like to actually get a franchise quarterback that we go, hey, he's not injured, and sometimes he looks like one, but get a full-time guy that stays healthy and is productive. And I'm not saying it sounds like I'm taking a shot at 2, and I'm not. I'm just saying to find the guy that because once you get one of those guys, then we don't have to talk about this competition thing. Plus, we need a zillion positions right now, Omar. I mean, we got you just wrote. I was just reading some. We got holes everywhere. So
yeah. You got more holes than you got draft picks, and you know my stance, and we get back and forth on this. I'm sorry, you can't coach 15 rookies. You don't have enough bodies. You don't have enough people. Like, there's no way.
What do you mean by that when you say that? Just I wasn't going to get in this, but what do you mean? Like, if we have 12 or 13 draft picks, what do you mean you can't? We got 25 or 26 coaches. What do you mean you can't? And we got
how many of them? And how many rookies need to have their hand held? They need to be mentored. They need to be babysit. They need their.
They're not coming out of high school. I mean, they're.
Joe, come on. How many last year's rookies did they need? Did you have to hold their hand and babysit and change their diapers?
It's a slow process, but hey, man, it's going to be a slow process here, and hopefully some guys pick it up. Hopefully we got a Don McNeil in that group that comes in.
Last year was 5, and you couldn't even play them. So you want to think you can coach 15?
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
but
I
like the quality picks, man. I'm not in love with 6s and 7s. I like those 1, 2s, and 3s.
That's a good mindset for life, Joe. If you listen to what I'm telling you, the 6s and 7s. You got 6s and 7s. Don't waste your time, Joe. Don't waste your time.
I know.
7s, I think is a worthwhile investment. By the way,
let me ask you now. Let's get in. Jordan Brooks going to be here. Well, let's talk about. I know some of our podcasters out there hitting at Jordan Brooks. I think he's going to be here.
You sure?
I know. I'm not sure of anything, but I think Jordan Brooks. I think we do need some veteran guys here that can.
You do absolutely do, but
I think Jordan Brooks is one of those guys. If you saw him before every game, which you talk about, so I know you know. I think Zach Sealer's another one of those guys. Like Zach's good for those guys, man, and even into the point of hurting himself a little bit, but making sure those guys really got the message, how to act, stay out of the clubs you always talk about, all that stuff. Those guys are good.
T-Dot's a good leader.
And there's another guy right next to him. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree with you. We've got very few leaders on this team. That's something that has to be addressed. However, Jordan Brooks is slated to make $8.4 million in the final year of his deal. He's young. He's in his prime. He's coming off his career year. You don't think he wants to be compensated? And he's just like Achan. He needs his money. Now, if a team offers up the right price or the right package, Dallas has got a lot of hoppers in the oven. Dallas has got a lot of things going on, so you can't sit there and project what they're going to do. They're trying to get up high so they can get one of those pass rushers high. You can't sit there and say if the right offer isn't made that Brooks shouldn't be put on the table, because I'm sorry, are you going to compensate him? And does he fall into the Jalen Waddle category where is he going to be around here when he's in his prime?
I think next year they're looking at flipping this thing in a 1-year deal to be a completely different team with a lot more money. So I think Jordan Brooks still young enough that at 28 and his makeup and the guy that he is, but we need some veteran guys on this team. Now they know coaches can't be the veteran guys. They can't be the leadership. You need some guys inside that can talk to guys when guys are going through it. Listen, man, it wasn't a coach when I was down and out. It was guys on the team that helped me in any kind of funk, even marital stuff, because I had the maturity of about a 12-year-old when I was married. And it was like, those guys are good, man. I just, the handful of guys, I'll always be thankful for those guys to this day for their leadership with me on and off the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no idea where they're going to go from a leadership standpoint. They definitely need Jordan Brooks from that standpoint. But here's the thing, and this is what I think about, and I don't know the answer to this. They need people who want to be on board here for this.
Oh, that's true. By the way, if guys are quietly, and I wanted to ask you next question, did Waddle force his way out of here saying, I don't want to be here? I don't want to make a big deal about it, but please trade me.
I'm
talking the agent talking, not him directly.
Yeah, that's not Waddle's personality. It's not. I wouldn't be surprised if Waddle was kind of freaked out at the trade deadline about possibly being shipped somewhere. He'd already lost his quarterback. I think he was fine with that. I think it's the rebuild that scares them all. It's especially when they've done it and been through it. And if you have an opportunity to go play for somebody else, a legitimate team with contender status, you do that. So the Waddle doesn't surprise me, but would I say Waddle forced his way out of here? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to find out. Whatever he did, it was a classy way if he did it, because nothing came out. And and again, do you think the Dolphins got screwed on that deal like some people are writing, or it was?
No. What was wrong with the deal?
A lot of people that don't think our general manager got a lot. By the way, I like what our general manager said. John Eric Sullivan said, if I hit on these picks the way I should and I do my job, nobody will be talking about that.
He turned Waddle into two supposedly good young players. Now, are they going to be Jalen Waddle-esque? No. But realistically, Waddle got overpaid. They got out of that contract. They got 2 draft picks for it. And yes, it kind of hurts the team from a talent standpoint, but did you have a conviction and a belief that Jalen Waddle was going to carry your offense like an alpha receiver moving forward? And if your answer was yes, you must realize that you're a liar. Just like
I had to talk about, I like Jalen a lot, and we had to talk about it last night with a group of guys. And I go, all right, now that he's gone, seriously. Now, you saw him up close. Like, how good was he? And I go, he was good.
Yes.
No, but how good? I go, he didn't control a lot of games, but that's because the guy on the other side. He had the other guy on the other side to me was clearly a better player when he was healthy with
Yes.
things he could do.
But even when the other guy wasn't there, Jalen might have stepped up one game. One, maybe 2 games in the games where the other guy wasn't there.
And I know he would say back to that, because I've already heard this from somebody that knows him.
Yeah.
That, well, if I had a quarterback that could get me the friggin' ball, and I think that might have caused some issues between them at times.
Yes.
You probably agree with that.
Yes.
If you can't give me the ball and everybody got too tall in front of you, or, or he did try a couple and they got picked off, and, and
yes.
Anyway, all that frustration. Hey, what do you think as far as I think they're going to spread out these picks pretty good with all the holes they have. But if there's one they load up on early, you think it's pass rusher, or do you think it would be offensive line? If I say there's 2 guys at any one position in those top 6 or 7 picks,
cornerback, and safety, I think will be their early selections, because this is how Jeff Hafley wants to build his team: cornerback and safety, build his secondary. And right now they got nothing. They got names, no players. So I think that's where it all starts. You can go and get cornerback number 1, cornerback number 2, and you can go and get with 30. You can go and get safety number 1, 2, or 3. And I think that's where it starts. Obviously, if Maui Noah is there at 11, that's a no-brainer. You take that. But I believe that this team will be built with a defensive draft year 1.
Yeah. See, and it's funny because I think it's going to be pass rusher and offensive line. I think are going to be big, and honestly, we'll find out about the wide receiver. We got to get one of those guys too to upgrade that a little.
1, probably 2.
Hey, so now that you spent time with both our head coach and GM, I just want to hear your take, because I get asked all the time from talking to him. Your thoughts overall, real quickly on both the GM and head coach.
Especially being in the owners' meeting, there's a high level of respect for John Eric Sullivan, what he brings to the table. People love the fact that he's a grinder. He's grinded his way up the league through one organization, worked at every step. So he's connected. So he's got a lot of friends that believe he will be successful. Now, the question is, he's never made draft selections. He's never built his own team. He was a soldier in the Green Bay Army. So now that he's a captain, they'll see how he runs his troops. And Jeff Hafley was pinpointed as one of the next great coaches. I love the way he communicates. I hate to compare him to Mike, but your sound bites are going to be 30 seconds. Yeah. And in 30 seconds, he's going to concisely say what he needs to say and get it.
I like that. Right to it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like that. I'm now. Do I know if he can coach? I think the biggest thing with coaches is, can they build together a good staff, and can that staff help players develop? And I have absolutely no idea the answer on that, Joe. None.
Hey, I'll leave you with this one. It's kind of a crazy one. Raheem Mostert's been doing podcasts. So where did this stuff about lack of respect and that players were putting their hands on coaches?
Oh man,
have you heard that before? I've never heard that. I've heard everything else. I was aware of
it. I've heard he's referring to Jalen Ramsey. Blah 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 blah.
That's what I thought. Is that Ramsey putting his hands on the head coach?
No, come on now, no.
It wasn't Vic Fangio.
Definitely wasn't Vic Fangio. Listen, I don't like these things coming from Raheem because he has a vendetta, and I love Raheem. I love Mike. Saying that everybody knows who Mike was, but for Raheem, the one person that Mike McDaniel actually benched because he cost him 2 games in the 2025
fumbles. Yes. Yep.
He cost him 2 games, not 1, but 2, and then got benched because soft Mike couldn't get hard on people. Well, he got hard on Raheem, and that severed their friendship. Raheem is clearly petty and can't let it go. Don't do this. Like, Raheem, I want you to have a productive NFL career. And if you keep on this trash Mike campaign, nobody's gonna pick you up. Like, big dog, just let it go. I get it. You're hurt because he benched you and then banished you. You're better than this. Like, Mike was Mike. Everybody knows who Mike is. Mike was soft. Mike couldn't hold people accountable. That's cool. Like, we know who Mike is. Mike put players in charge of the team. Raheem, you were one of the players in charge of the team.
Yeah.
Like, don't act Mike can't hold people accountable. Mike held you. You were the number one guy he held accountable.
Right.
Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this because it's not going to be healthy for anybody involved.
Yeah, he's pretty fired up with your wide receiver there on the podcast. Hey, we got to go. Omar, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We could go on forever. There's a lot of drama and stuff to talk about. I just want to get back and hit on some draft picks, man. My life is very simple. Let's just have a real productive draft, man, where guys come in September and October, and you're going, damn, we got some players here.
Mm-hmm. You ain't even asked me about the love life, Joe. Look at that. You're missing out.
What I didn't know if you were you've been hanging with first or second rounders or sixth or seventh rounders. What have you been hanging with?
First rounder. And I'm out the game again, Joe.
Yeah, I know. You are. Now you're baiting me on, man. You're a bad man, Omar.
Yeah, man. This is it. I'm out the game, Joe.
Yeah, right. Send me a picture, man. Send me a picture.
I sent you a picture the first time. I was like,
same one or no?
Yeah, same one.
Oh, okay. Wow. You saying I love you tour? Are you doing that whole thing?
No, we're not there yet.
All right. Omar, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. You're crazy. You are. Omar Kelly, the man from the Miami Herald, he's crazy. All right, we got to go to break here. Want to tell you about Recovery Unplugged. Dr. Barry, man, thank you so much. I can't believe how many of my brothers out there going through some really, really tough times. My gosh, man. Just sent somebody to Recovery Unplugged. I said, hey, man, you need some help, brother. You need some help. I've been there. You need to do it. And I got to tell you, if your mental health needs a comeback season right now, Recovery Unplugged Behavioral Health is here to help you. They really are. And I say this, whether whatever is you lost your job, the wife's gone, you're going through it happens, and you get in a funk, and sometimes you can't get out, and you start using things to help you, and now you got bigger problems. I just want to tell you, man, they've got some great programs with a beautiful mental health residential program right here in Fort Lauderdale. They've helped over 20,000 people nationwide with expert care, music-based healing, innovative treatments like ketamine therapy for depression, anxiety, and trauma. Dr. Barry's been through it, man. He and his staff, they know how to handle it, and they know how to get you back on the road again. Make this the year you put yourself first. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. New year, new you, Recovery Unplugged, heal out loud.
3-row SUV in stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today. The 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes basketball, and now the new home of the 2-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less than your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who got one from the Yankees yesterday by a final of 7-6. Miami now return home for a 4-game series with the Reds. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park and can be heard right here on WQAM. And yesterday, the Canes beat Clemson 8-6, taking 2 of 3. Next up, Miami will host Florida Gulf Coast tomorrow night. To the Panthers, who fell to the Penguins 5-2. The Cats will now head to Montreal tomorrow night. And in college basketball, Michigan will take on UConn for the national championship. Tip-off is at 8:50. And last night, the UCLA women beat South Carolina 79-51 to win the national championship. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
And now, it's time for Hollywood's headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
All right, Joe, just another reminder before we kick off this 8 o'clock hour here. We have Pickleball Slam 4 coming up. Andre Agassi, Anna Lee Waters, Gina Bouchard, James Blake.
Agassi really jumped in this, man. He's been all over the place. One of the great tennis players of all time.
So that's going to be at Hard Rock Live on April 15th. We'll have tickets for you at some point here today. Maybe.
Oh, they get a big crowd.
Soon.
They get a big crowd for that. All you pickleballers that
it's on ESPN as well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big event. They've really done this thing up. So
ready for some headlines here, Joe?
I'm just so disappointed. There's so many these great tennis players are turning into pickleball.
I know it hurts you. I know.
They're joining the Century Village teams out there. Anyway, what do you got there, Woody?
All right, Joe. Lakers star Luka Doncic. We know that he's out. He's got the grade 2 left hamstring, and they are very hopeful to get him back for the playoffs here. But he has gone out to Europe, where he is going to get treatment on this thing here. He joins Austin Reeves, who is also dealing with an injury as well.
I always wonder, listen, unless he getting some funny stuff, why are you going all the way over there? Well, I'm guessing everything you can get there, you could probably get here. That's all I thought when I saw he was going to Europe to get treatment.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't they have some different things over there? Like,
well, they do that blood thing. They do that blood thing, you know. They do that everywhere.
Got in trouble for?
I don't know. You can do certain things.
Did you see the Lakers starting lineup? Was LeBron James, Luke Kennard, DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hachimura, and Jake LaRavia.
Oh, that's right. Austin's out now, too.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is out. They started
He's out 4 to 6 weeks.
This was the lineup for the second quarter. It was LeBron, Jared Vanderbilt, Hayes, Maxi Kleber, and Kobe Buffkin.
Oh.
So
good thing they won a whole bunch of games. Good thing there's only a handful of games left.
Well, they're sandwiched in there with a bunch of other teams right now.
Yeah, but they don't have the big three. They got no shot.
It would seem that way.
That's a good big three. They got hot there for a while. They were 70, 75 points a night.
All right, Joe. This from over the weekend here. If you're making a list of people that you do not want to get in a road rage incident with, I got to think John Jones is an easy number one.
Oh, that's ranked right up there. I apologize as soon as I see it's him.
Well, that didn't happen in this one. The guy was like, I mean, he got after here. So John Jones caught in a camera here over the weekend, a road altercation in New Mexico.
So John Jones got his own demons to start with.
Yes.
And they're bad. Can't control them.
The footage shows Jones stepping out of his vehicle, confronting another driver in an apparent close call on the road. The tense exchange shows both men going back and forth in the middle of the street. I mean, this guy's got guts to go back at
the guy had no idea who he's messing with. It could have been lights out in seconds.
Yeah. Not only is he like the top fighter, I mean, he's like the best there is. But yeah, you're right. He's got something not right upstairs.
Next thing you know, your head hits that cement, and good night, Loretta. It's over.
Out of people you don't want to see get out of the car, John Jones got to be
rank right up there
to number one.
And you're going, oh no. Oh no, that's trouble.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to think of anyone that would scare me more. Maybe O.J. Simpson or something, but
O.J. You're safe. Yeah, thanks. Rest in peace.
All right, Joe. I thought of you with this story here.
What happened? What is it?
We got an 81-year-old lifelong Dodgers fan who's in a little bit of trouble here, Joe. He's having a lot of trouble getting into the games now. He has a flip phone. And as you know, you need the MLB Ballpark app to now get into games. You go to a Marlins game, Joe, you will have to download that app. It's the only way in.
Okay.
The Dodgers have not been accommodating to this guy. They won't give him the paper tickets. And again, he can't even download the app.
Yeah.
So
he's old school.
He would need to go out and get a new phone here. But this guy has had the tickets like forever.
Yep.
50 years. Forever. 50
and by
years
the way, they're really good every year. And every time you go to a Dodgers game, you're going to see that friggin' all-star lineup. Yeah, I'm with you. That's great.
But this is weird. Like, the guy's been a season ticket holder for 50 years. Is anyone going to be upset if they print this guy a set of tickets? Or
no.
Hell, they could even buy him an iPhone. Right? As a,
I gotta
a
tell
lifetime,
you, Woody,
season tickets.
When the team flipped over, sure made it real difficult on me, too. I like the old I like the old tickets, too.
Everyone does, man. They've become very collectible. But I guess my question to you would be, like, if your dad who lives out in California, like, if he was going to go to a game, would he be okay? Like, would you have to help him with the app?
Oh, no, he got no shot.
Right. Yeah.
I think the 80-plus groups, they got no shot.
So
Minus Pat Riley. Minus Pat Riley, who's still cool and calm.
Pat Riley.
I think Pat could do it. I'll bet you Pat knows how to do all that stuff.
But what do we do here? Like, should we be accommodating to these people? I feel like we should, right?
They're hoping that he's got a grandchild or a child that can help him. I'm telling you right now, I live in that world. I have my app set. I got my Dunkin' Donut app set up last night. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Did you get points this morning?
I picked up my first points, time, 20 years ago into D&D. I'm late to the game, but I'm fine,
Have you tried to make a claim on all the points that
I asked them that. They go, no, you got no shot. But they thought it was cool. They're all there this morning laughing. Oh, my God. But you're still paying cash. I go, yeah, I just want to get the.
Good.
Yeah.
We should reach out to their corporate offices and see. Because you're owed like in the six figures in points.
Tell them, explain I don't want any money. I just want coffee.
Yeah.
And I'll leave the tip. Okay.
Speaking of money, I don't know if you caught this, Joe, but Kanye West did a few shows in Los Angeles over the weekend.
Yeah, how'd they go?
Well, he took in $33 million from doing these shows. So I guess he did pretty well.
Wow.
More than $18 million in ticket sales during the Friday concert alone, making one of the highest grossing single shows in the history of live music.
Wow.
I didn't
know Kanye still got it. He still got it through all the craziness.
I don't know.
He must have got
Maybe
himself
the crazy
straightened
makes
out.
him better.
No, I don't know, man. They say he's really creative, and
I suppose
I thought he was going crazy.
He did go crazy, but he might also be broke. But no longer.
Boy, you have a couple of those shows.
Yeah,
that'd take care of that real quickly. Give me my money. Yeah,
he did very well. And all right, our final one here, Joe. The headline reads: Unsupervised toddler wounded by wolf after crawling into a restricted area at Hershey Park Zoo while parents were on phones. A toddler's hand got caught in a wolf's mouth Saturday after the child crawled into a restricted area at the Hershey Park Zoo while their oblivious parents were allegedly distracted by their phones.
You know what, Woody? Take the kid away from him.
That's a little strong. But, I mean, the kid got
You
into
told
the
me the
wolf
story.
den, man.
You're waiting for something strong.
That was a strong take. It says bystanders intervened and pulled the toddler away while the child's unsuspecting parents, a 43-year-old and a 61-year-old, there you go, Joe, were allegedly looking at their phones.
Hey,
on
you guys
a bench
mind getting off your phone?
30 feet away.
Yeah. Oh, terrible. Terrible, Woody.
Wow. I mean, it's not that should be like the zoo should not be like you should not be able to get to the wolves as a toddler.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened.
Like Zoo Miami, like
that
everything
ain't
I
happening
remember
in
at Zoo Miami they have moats in front of all that.
That ain't happening in Zoo
Right?
Miami.
Yeah, like I don't know how they got close, and I don't know much about the Hershey Park Zoo. It says on here it says our habitats are designed with multiple layers of protection and clear signage, and barriers are in place to help ensure safe viewing. Guests are expected to remain with their children at all times with us.
Well, that would be a nice way to go. Instead of trying to blame somebody when your ass should be over there with your kid.
They got one male wolf named Twister and two sisters, Hazel and Freya. Those are the two girl wolves.
Yeah. Wow.
Got to keep an eye on those kids.
Got to watch those kids, Woody. It's a good lesson. It's a good one.
Especially at the zoo.
Watch those kids, man.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on those kids. No question about it.
End up in the wolf den.
You never know. You never know, Woody, for sure. It's bad. Hey, so good stuff. Appreciate all that stuff. We've got a lot of stuff. I thought you were going to get in some of that basketball drama that we
Gino?
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's
Gino looked like an ass clown.
He did.
So what was that about? So Gino was upset that she didn't shake his hand originally?
Yeah, and then they have video of her doing it.
And then he said he was upset that she was screaming and yelling and cursing at the officials to get calls.
Yeah.
And he wasn't getting them. So which is it, Gino?
Apparently he was pissed too about a jersey getting ripped, and then they show on the video like the girl ripped her own jersey. He's fiery.
And by the way, can I just say this? So the guy does this apology and never apologizes to her. He does the generic apology to the school, and he couldn't do it to her. What a petty jerk.
And then they go on and lose the next game.
Went undefeated. I know he's upset. They went undefeated.
Yeah.
UConn's going to win another one. Oh, no, they're not. And by the way, South Carolina, I thought, man, they're going to win this. And UCLA goes, no, they're not. Matter of fact, we're going to kick their you-know-what. 79-51, UCLA.
Gino's probably good for their business, though. That was the biggest headline to come out of any of that stuff from their games. So he's probably pretty good for their
I know
business.
he was crushed they lost, but it was just such a
yeah.
The way he acted was, come on. The best you can do is jump in the face of the coach. What are you going to do, hit her? You going to go back after her because she said something back to you? That'd be a great look, too. Be a good way to end your career. Shove her or something. That'd be a real tough guy act.
Yeah.
All right, Woody. Hey, man, we've got.
That was a weird one, though.
That was weird. I was sitting there going, what are you doing?
Well, they got the headlines, I guess.
Yeah. You notice that apology came out like pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
So he cooled down and went, bad look. Oh, bad look. Head of communications went, bad look.
Hell, the UConn men's coach, Hurley, even had a comment on it and say how nice of a guy he is.
Boy, those two.
Two lunatics,
When I see those two around a couple of drinks fired up at something. I don't know which one. I know one thing.
Who are you rooting for tonight,
by the way? That guy in UConn can coach. He absolutely gets the most out of his talent. There's nobody going to tell me that his team has as much talent as that Michigan team.
No, but that guy's a good coach, too, Dusty May.
He is good.
Yeah.
Hey, Dusty May, FAU, man.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So they're that spread tonight is screaming.
You know, they're killing Michigan for the amount of money they spent in the transfer portal to get those guys. Nobody
matters.
No, everybody says it's weak.
That trophy's
it's weak. Don't do it.
A
lot of other schools are doing the same thing. Calm down.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Don't get on Dusty.
Who do you like tonight?
Michigan.
Yeah. By the way, those 2 games on Saturday, not particularly entertaining.
No. I didn't think Arizona's
This
gonna
has
lose
not
by
been
that
a
much.
good NCAA tournament.
Yeah, they're all good.
But this one, like last year's,
on.
I just remember a lot of
Come on.
upsets and buzzer beaters. And
The Duke
this
UConn
year,
game.
yeah, that was a great game.
Come on.
But there haven't
One of
been
the
as
greatest
many
finishes of all time.
no real Cinderellas. Hasn't been as good this year.
All right, Woody. Well, listen, man, we got
I
all.
hope we get a good one tonight, though.
Yeah.
If you gonna stay up late, 9 o'clock,
I got no
8:50
shot.
tip.
It's gonna have to be watched in the morning.
Yeah,
Highlights coming up. Highlights coming up.
we're off the late night sports
UConn,
plan with no
Michigan.
playoff hockey.
I know, man. That is weird, right? The Panthers not in the playoffs. It's weird. I mean, I knew it was coming.
Pattern, so
We thought, and by the way, I'm guessing they thought it was going to happen last week when they beat Ottawa and Boston. But
how many mornings over the last 3 years we come in here just drag and ask if they're playing hockey till 11 o'clock at night of those overtime games?
They had us drinking, drink a lot of extra coffee for that story. It's been great.
So Celsius-fueled mornings there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Woody, we got to go to break here. We got Atlantic Men's Clinic. I know one thing. If you're dragging a little bit, you could have low T. Now, it's not just from sleeping, lack of sleep. Man, I want to let you know, as you get older, low T and ED are going to kick in. And I had another guy pulling a fib out there in his 70s saying he's never had ED or low T, that he doesn't need anything. And I went, okay, you keep telling yourself that. I got to tell you, Atlantic Men's Clinic is helping guys. Did you know 50% of the men, 50% in their 50s have ED? Low T's a given. Now, you lose that. Every year you lose. And then it's a matter of what are you going to do? Now, I know what I did. I got hit full-blown ED and low T. I'm not proud of it. Not proud of anything to tell somebody, but I had it, and I want to let guys know it's normal. Matter of fact, a lot of guys in their 40s have ED and low T. How about that one? And you lose your sex drive, your energy level shot. Oh, man, it's just weekends. You can't do anything because you're tired. Now you're gaining weight because you're still eating the same amount of food. You gain 20 quick pounds, and now you can't fit in your clothes. Now you're depressed about that. Hey, man, it's just bad. And the sex drive, when that's gone, man, that's a rough one. That will mess with you, man, right there. But I want to let you know, man, Atlantic Men's Clinic works, and I mean it works fast. Best thing I ever did was set up that first appointment, Atlantic Men's Clinic. And I've been on the program for 2 years, and it works fast, and you're going to have great results. And I want to tell the world about it. I want to tell South Florida. We got 7 locations in South Florida to serve you. They're all unbelievable. You get your your PSA tests done. The professionals meet with you. Their staff meets with you. They put you on a program that's perfect for you. And then you get great results. You go on the program, you start noticing a difference really fast. 877-455-7300. Please set up that first appointment. If this is something you're going through right now and you notice you're down and out all the time, it's all part of ED and low T, man. It can really mess with you. But I'm going to tell you, you go to Atlantic Men's Clinic, you're going to notice a big, big difference, and it happens fast. It is unbelievable. They're professional. Their places are unbelievable, the work they do. That brand new location in Hollywood. Not to mention, I go to Plantation if you want to go. Tell him Joe Rose said, hey, man, he said, set up that first appointment and come on in and see him. Go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Get more information. It works.
those main lanes. Multiple vehicles
Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. It is 74 degrees currently with a 7% chance of rain.
15 Minutes of Heat is sponsored by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or at DoralKia.com.
Yeah, welcome back, and good morning to everybody out there. I guess the kids are seem to be home, out of school today.
It's like mixed today, I guess.
I have my grandkids are out of school today, this week, actually.
It's a late spring break. It's
a
a late break.
They're all different. The public school kids.
Ours was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Everybody's different, I guess.
Yeah.
Crazy. I would loved all these days off, though. Good God. When I was a kid, that'd have been great. So anyway, speaking of the Heat, since they just teased it Tuesday and Thursday at Toronto, and then at Washington, and then come back home. But 4 left. 4 left in the season, and it's definitely looking like playing time. I don't know if it's official or not that they're a playing team, but that's where they are. And we got this Giannis stuff out there, and it's now the league's the NBA, by the way, they got some problems. So now Milwaukee's telling Giannis he can't play, and he goes, oh, hell no, I'm playing. I'm healthy. I want to play. He's been hurt a ton this year. He really has. He's been hurt a ton. And I'm guessing they don't want him to play because they want to make sure he's nice and healthy when they trade him, because this deal's done. And I know they're getting on Giannis, like, Giannis, if you wanted out, you know how it works in the NBA. All you got to do is jump up and down a few times, scream and yell, and say, trade me, and you're gone. But he wouldn't do it. Does not want Milwaukee to be upset at him. That's just not his personality, but he definitely wants to be traded. Now the question is, does he want to come down here and play? Will this be – and you're saying Pat Riley definitely wants him. Is that what you're saying? He would definitely take him at this point?
You would think, right?
Man, that man's hurt a lot now. Unless you think all of a sudden a injury bug's going away.
I know they like their guys. They've been very clear about that.
Oh, no, they have been. Yeah, they have been
much more of this mediocrity stuff.
They've been very loyal to this group. Well, they keep waiting for all these guys to take that next step. And hey, Jaime Jaquez had a nice year, right?
Why don't you let someone else wait on them taking their next step? Let another franchise wait on it. Why don't you move them while they still have value?
I think they made a mistake the way they handled the whole thing, but talking about Milwaukee. But anyway, got that going on. And on top of all that stuff, we got the draft coming up here. Had Omar Kelly on earlier. And we got a whole bunch of draft picks, especially in the first 2 days. It's 3 rounds. First day, Thursday, April 23rd is the first round. The next day is the second and third round. And we got a lot of picks, 1 in the second and a whole bunch in the third here. I believe 4 to be exact. And so going to be a big time for John Eric Sullivan and his staff up there to try to figure out and find some impact players. Got to find some impact players from the trades and everything else that you've done in this draft coming up here to get it done between free agents and the trades you made, and now it's time for the draft. And I hope they keep Jordan Brooks. I do not want to lose Jordan Brooks. I saw the impact he has on the team before. Go up to talk to guys. I think he and Zach Sealer and really important pieces for this team to have some leadership as a guy that led the team in tackle, led the league in tackles, and as well as Zach Sealer, who ended up having a really good second half. It's funny how when his rookie guys around him started playing better, he started playing a lot better. And I think he ended up with 5.5 sacks on the season. And then with everything else going on here, the Marlins get a win yesterday after a long long rain delay, almost 4 hours, 3 hours and 35 minutes in New York. We're down early and have a big 8th inning, come back. Graham Pauley, 2-run double. Xavier Edwards, who is just on fire, 2-run single. And so they come back and they get the win, hang in there to get the win in the 9th. And so coming back home for 4 against Cincinnati starting tonight. So plenty of baseball if you want to get out to the ballpark. They're now 6-3 on the season. Take 1 of 3 against the Yankees the last game. A lot of guys, man. A lot of guys playing really well. A lot of guys hitting the ball. And Xavier Edwards has just been fantastic. Just fantastic. Guy's a hitting machine anyway, but some more big hits for him and everything else. So we got all that. We got the national championship game tonight, UConn and Michigan. Congratulations to the UCLA women. They get a 79-51 win. Wow, I did not see that one coming after South Carolina beat Duke, that they would get their butts kicked by 28 points. 28 points in a national championship game. Those UCLA girls don't mess around.
You might get a blowout tonight, too. Way that thing's going.
I don't know, man.
UConn's tough, but
they're well coached.
Michigan's
loaded.
I mean, they beat the hell out of
they did.
Arizona there.
They beat them. Yeah, they beat them. What was that 18-point win?
By the way, Joe, we have a developing story on ESPN. Lamar Jackson has shown up for voluntary workouts. That's the developing story this morning.
Yeah. Listen,
it's a slow morning.
No. So they got our what's our guy's name? Dan Orlovsky. Yeah. So Dan's been all over this Fernando Mendoza. And he got crushed to the point he was bothered by it because he even had people at ESPN getting after him that he went a little too strong in his ratings for a guy.
You think he did?
Yeah.
I don't know that his take is like that outrageous.
No. It was a breakdown of the take.
Yeah.
When he started backing it and you have Simpson better at everything than Mendoza, either the same or better than everything, you lose total credibility. You just do. No. We all saw throws. And then we tried to make it sound like Alabama's team was just the worst team they've ever had in the history of Alabama, which is, it wasn't a Nick Saban national championship team, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't think Orlovsky is the guy that says something just to get a reaction, though.
I'm not saying he might really believe that. He might have jumped out on something.
Watch him be right.
I think he was definitely listening to somebody in the agency. There's no question that he was going by what other people in there said.
Okay.
In my opinion, he's not going to say it, but it didn't take long for everybody to figure out.
You think he's putting out a little hype for this guy?
No, I think that he was working off his agent telling him, hey, we've talked to 10, our other guys have talked to 10 of the general managers, and they're with you. They think you're onto something. And so he ran really hard with it. So now he's got to talk about who should start for Fernando Mendoza or Kirk Cousins, who's making $20 million to be either the backup or start the year at quarterback for the Raiders. And you know how this works. If he goes Kirk Cousins, then they're going to rip him again for this is a Fernando Mendoza thing. Here you go a second time around. I got news for you. They take a guy first overall. His ass, he ain't sitting on that bench all year. Woody, I don't know a lot, but I know first overall picks don't sit on the bench very long. Now he may get a game or two where they, but they lose some games. You got to put that guy in the game. He's got to play. First overall pick.
All right. Play. Gun to your head, do the Dolphins draft a quarterback this year? Yeah. Anywhere in the draft?
Yes.
Okay. Perk just put out the options. Dolphins have QB options throughout the draft. Here are the best. So Perk just put this out here this morning. He's got, I don't know if this is a ranking. I think this is a ranking, Joe, because he goes Mendoza, Simpson, and he's got Carson Beck.
Oh, Carson Beck's going to be the third, fourth, or fifth guy taken, I think, at quarterback. Just according to what flavor you like.
Says he's viewed as having a good amount of upside with a chance of being a reliable starter down the road.
Okay.
Day 3 draftee with day 2 possibilities.
Well, if you ask Carson Beck right now, would you take late 3rd round? He'd jump on in a heartbeat. He said, let me go. He'd take that.
Oh, no, that was day 3, not 3rd round.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, day 3.
Oh, day 3. I thought you said.
No, day 3 draftee with day 2 possibilities.
Well, you said day 2 possibility. That's 3rd round. Day 2 is 3rd round. Second and 3rd round
upside.
is day 2.
Well, he's an interesting one in this draft.
He's a good player. He had a good year.
He had a very good playoff.
Had a good year. And made the throws, didn't make mistakes. By the way, some called him a game manager for some of the, they ran the hell out of the ball, especially late in those games. And
by the way, Carson Beck, like if you throw these other quarterbacks, here's the other ones he's got on here. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU.
Doesn't do it for me.
Drew Aller from Penn State.
Does not do it for me.
They got the guy from, he's got Arkansas, Talon Green.
Really good athlete.
Cade Klubnik.
Doesn't do it for me.
No. North Dakota State, Cole Payton.
I don't know enough about him.
Illinois, Luke Altmaier.
Hey, I just, off the guys you're talking about, yeah, he's got a chance to go ahead of all those guys. All those guys.
Perk gave the whole class a grade of a C.
That's fair. I don't have a problem with that. All the guys went back to school that were supposed to get drafted in the 1st round.
I wonder how people would feel about Carson Beck if the Dolphins took him in one of the mid rounds.
I will just tell you, they got a lot of big holes right now, and I just don't see that.
You do need some QB competition,
Top 4 or
don't
5.
you? Just a little bit.
They have it. Quinn Ewers can come in and be the competition. Well, you guys are all high on him. Let him come in.
I don't know if anyone's high on him. I think the people that wanted him to start were the people that wanted to lose games. I think those people are part of the same camp. I don't know. You watched Quinn play. Do you think he's going to be a starter down the road?
He's started games. Do I think he's going to be a full-time starter? No.
Okay.
It's just me. Now, he got better. He got a lot better as it went on. But no, I didn't see anything after 3 games to say he's definitely going to be the man down the road. But he can start. Quinn Ewers is going to start more games. I think he's clearly going to be the backup for this team. I think that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Especially if they draft another quarterback, he's got experience and look good.
What's this Lamar Jackson? Why are they making such a big deal about him showing up this offseason workout program?
They think
they're trading him, perhaps.
I think he's really big on. No, they're not trading him. Why would you trade somebody that good?
If he wants out.
You kissed that. That's why he was in on every decision they made this offseason with coaches and everything else. They made sure they called him first. They understand that those guys don't grow on trees.
So is this what we're going to do when these guys show up? We're going to show the video of them walking in the facility, make a big deal about showing up for the voluntary workouts.
I don't know, Woody. I don't know. I do know this, though. We got a lot of cities, and they're doing morning shows talking about the quarterback position. We don't know about our guy, but just think about it. Think about all the talk shows around.
But what do you think they're saying in a place like Baltimore?
We got our guy.
They haven't been able to get over the hump. Yeah, but they haven't been able to get over the hump.
Woody, what's that have to do with him? You're going to get rid of him. Is that going to make you better?
I'm guessing that there are people that are split on him in Baltimore. I don't think it's like a unanimous.
Really?
Yeah, I would think not.
Well, that's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If Baltimore Raven fans don't want him back.
They had
their defense. Split. That defense was horrible last year.
Yeah, of course it's not all his fault. It's actually the receiver's fault. No, that one playoff loss they had, but
he's had some guys. He's got it tight in. It took a lot of heat for dropping a
Mark
ball.
Andrews didn't help him either.
And he's not perfect in those playoff games by no means, but my God, are you kidding? Woody,
I'm not saying I wouldn't take him, Joe.
What fan in Baltimore that's really a fan is going, we got to get rid of Lamar? Seriously. Think about the big picture of quarterbacks in this league and somebody saying, man, I don't know how, that Lamar Jackson Kills us in the playoffs. This kills us in the playoffs. Okay. Josh Allen just killed his team in the playoffs. Whoa, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Want to get rid of him?
They got rid of his coach.
Somebody
had to pay for that, right?
Well, I tell you what, I always love when I hear teams that have been really good and win a lot of games, even though they're coming up short. And they're going, we got to get rid of him. You're going, see if he wants to come down here and play for us.
But I think the expectations are different in those markets, though, too. Like, in fairness. Like, here we're dying to win a playoff game. There, they think they can win a Super Bowl.
How many teams do you think would want Lamar Jackson right now besides?
I'm sure all of them would.
Exactly. Well, not all of them, but 20-something.
Yeah.
I get everybody's frustration, man. When you don't win, you come up,
But you know that. I'm sure that's out there.
Joe Burrow, get rid of Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm sure
You
it's
wanna
out
get rid
there.
of Joe Burrow? Because I'm going to just warn you what's in if you don't take – if you could go through what we have for 20-something years.
Maybe I'm just, bruised from all this Tua stuff over the past few years, but I'm guessing people are split on those guys.
I don't even want to get –
They haven't been able to get him over the hump.
Not getting on the Tua thing.
Josh Allen probably less than Lamar.
I'm done with the Tua thing. Yeah, seriously, nothing to say. I don't know what he sees when he looks in the mirror. When I look in his mirror, I know what I see. All right, hey, man, we got to go to break. We got more stuff to get to here this morning as we continue on here. The Troy Aikman thing is crazy. Became a big story yesterday. He said he's all in on the Miami Dolphins, just waiting to see how he's going to be used. And I'm like, okay. I didn't see that. I didn't know that. Troy Aikman, ESPN Monday Night Football. And by the way, I get why he's doing it. He said, you're letting Tom Brady, hell, he owns a piece of the team. You're letting him do whatever he wants. Hey, I want to talk about Chev over at Loctite, Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Doing it all. I want to let you know, sent me this thing. Hey, Joe, let him know. Impact Windows and Hurricane Category 5 rated, withstand 140 mile per hour winds. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing provides 100% financing, 0 down. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. No interest, no payments for a year. I said, hey, Chef, calm down, brother. He goes, no, I'm not done. He said, roofing materials, we do it all. Roofing company, tile, shingle, metal flat, they do it all, man. You need repairs, they do that as well, 24/7 for you. If you have repairs, you need some work done right now before these rain. Oh, my God, we got a little problem. Not ready to put the new roof on yet, but can you repair it? They do that for you. Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed, so don't wait for the next storm. They cover all of South Florida, Loctite, and do it all, really do. Take care of all the permits and HOA approval so you don't have to do anything. Loctite Impact's a licensed and insured contractor. From top to bottom, man, they do it all for you. You just sign the contract, and they are off and running. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com or call 954-500-LOCK for Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing.
WQ
Unplugged. That's traffic. I'm Malia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. March matchups are down to one game. Trade the championship in all 50 states with Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market. As the odds move, you can buy in and out of your position all game. Download the Kalshi app. Use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Joe, I think it is giveaway time. What
I
do you
like
think?
that. I like it. You ready?
Do that?
Go
All
ahead.
right, so we got Pickleball Slam 4. That is so successful and popular, Joe, pickleball, that we have.
They do get, actually, they got a
fourth
nice
installation
crowd.
of this.
They first 3 years with the.
I know you're familiar with all the characters.
Well, because
here.
they're all former tennis pleers that turn their back on their sport. Go ahead.
Andre Agassi, Anna Lee Waters,
Agassi.
Jeannie Bouchard, and
Jeannie
your friend
Bouchard.
James Blake.
Actually, she was a member of Plantation out there
Really?
working. Yeah. When
Wow.
she was on top of her game as a Canadian down here at our and Plantation.
And I know you like James Blake. You do stuff with him for the tennis tournament. He's still involved with
I
tennis,
took a little
at least,
jab
right?
when he was on it.
Yeah, but he's still involved in the tennis world, at least, right?
Yeah, no, I'm guessing he's still.
It's April 15th at Hard Rock Live. We'll take caller number 5-305-567-0560, and we'll get you in.
Hey,
How
man,
about that?
it's a popular sport. I mean, I cannot argue with the numbers. A lot of people playing.
Yeah, but I feel like when we do these Hard Rock Live giveaways, you can hit the restaurants, maybe you hit the casino a little.
Well, they're
I'm
hoping.
guessing.
Hey, they're hoping while you're out there, you'll do that.
Well, I'm guessing.
Don't be
you can
afraid
bet
of
on
one of our
this
good
event.
restaurants. Huh?
I'm guessing you can bet on this event,
I
right?
don't know about that, but you can bet on a lot of other things. It's in there to bet on anything that's going on. Yeah, see that? Look at all the people calling from all the different retirement homes over there.
And you can take Julie if you
look at all
want.
the retirement homes. Yeah, take Julie.
Does she like pickleball?
And by the way, yeah,
God,
if you're going out and you're a pickleball player, and
Can we ask her? Is she? I don't know if she's here today.
Julie
Can we
Guy
ask her?
would be your date for the night, and
She likes Guns N' Roses. I don't know about pickleball.
I don't know.
She doesn't seem like a pickleball person.
She's been
but-
getting a lot of calls. She told me things have picked up at the house.
Really?
Been single for a while now. Yeah.
She wasn't crazy about a lot of those texts that came in, but
Oh, she did. She did come in to see him.
some of them were a little dirty. And I don't
Yeah,
think
some of you
I don't
guys-
think she liked that.
Some of you guys ruined it. Yeah.
I don't think she's into that sort of humor.
No, she doesn't get the guy stuff. No, she's not.
No, she's cool. She's cool.
Got
but
she got a son, so
yeah. No, she's cool, but some of the stuff was a little rough.
Well, why'd you show
She
her that
wanted to
stuff?
see it. She walks in and she was like, "Can I please see your text line?"
Yeah.
I said,
What-
"Okay."
What call are you going to give this to?
We're gonna go to caller number 5. We'll do it right now. I'll be back with you, Joe.
Let's do that. Caller number 5 right now. Got them all lit up. Appreciate you going. And for anybody who wants to go out there and watch pickleball at Hard Rock. Anyway, that thing, guys, it's amazing. I turned on ESPN and I was like, wow, look at the amount of people at this thing. Taking the day off from playing pickleball to go out to a pickleball tournament and watch some really good player. A lot of tennis guys. Jack Sock. I think Jack Sock gave up tennis to become a full-time pickleball player at one point, one of the better Americans in tennis. And he said that was it. So it does happen. And there are a lot of people out there, man. They're fighting to get courts now. And they came to our park and they want somebody to be out there to police it, to make sure, because they're having troubles getting courts. And locals were frustrated that people outside of Plantation were coming to their courts. And I was like, oh, my God. It's crazy the amount of people that love that sport. Then went to the West Coast. Oh, God, there were a ton of people over in Naples. They were playing it everywhere, man. Wind blowing, they didn't care. They were playing wind down the Keys. They were playing everywhere. Yeah, pickleball is caught fire. No question about it. Hey, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. We are April 23rd. What's that? About 17 days away from first round of the NFL draft, where the Miami Dolphins, as of right now, will be a player at 11 and 30 in the first round of the draft, which has become one of the most, if not the most popular event outside of season play and playoffs for any sport, what the NFL draft first round has turned into, especially the first round. But a lot of those people hang around for second and third round and then make a Saturday out of it as well. To
we ever going to
continue
get
do the
that
same
thing down here? We
That's
get
a-
every other
by
event.
the
We
way,
also
that
seem to have a lot of picks every
That
year.
is a great question.
Where would they do it?
No,
Like,
they do it at stadium. Oh,
that
you know
parking
what?
lot is like filled up with stuff.
You
though,
know what? By
usually,
the
isn't
way,
it?
that's a good point. You don't have to do it at stadiums.
No,
You
they
can
they
it-
do it in downtown, right?
Yeah.
Was it in downtown Detroit? Didn't they do Detroit?
Well, they would never give it because it's the Miami Dolphins would never give it to Fort Lauderdale. So let's stop there. It's got to be
Okay.
Miami. It's got to be something in the 305. So where do you have it? Is
Bayfront Park?
Is that ultra area big
Yeah.
enough?
I would think. I mean, they only have 50,000 people, I think, per day at that thing.
Are you kidding? Didn't they have like over 100?
Yeah, but I think that was
people?
that's over 3 days though.
Oh, I thought that was just
No.
that place was packed with people, man.
That's such a tough location though, because the parking would be a nightmare. Can you imagine? You had 100-something thousand people rolling in there.
I know, but you're going to get if you no matter where you have it,
You
are
could do it
gonna
on
have-
Miami Beach.
You're going to have a zillion people. Well, they probably like
You
the
know, like
beach,
where they do the RNC show.
but
so
that's
like Loomis
divided up.
Park.
That's split up didn't that split up into different areas too?
It did, but they have one on Miami Beach. Like you could just do it theoretically. I guess you could set up a stage down there.
I don't know, Woody. It's way over my pay grade. I have no idea how to do it. But you're right. Probably wouldn't want to do it at the stadium.
No, I don't think so. I don't know where you would do it at the stadium is the problem. They have so much stuff in that parking lot now.
I think Miami would love it down there. Fill up a lot of hotel rooms.
Yeah.
A lot of
right on the
hotel rooms.
beach. Smack dab in the middle of summer there.
Yep. Good time to
Yep.
be down here. Yeah, it'd be a home run. I just don't know. We maybe they go, we give you Super Bowls. We're not giving you that. You can't have everything, Miami.
Well, if I had to choose one, I'd rather have the Super Bowl. I'm not minding these college football games we're having down here either. I think we got a semi this year, right?
I don't know.
Don't we have another? So I think we have a semi.
I don't know what we have. I do know this. We got 9 o'clock hour coming up here. And we got a lot to get to because we haven't even talked about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, and we need to do that. When you talk about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, I'm talking about you getting a mortgage quickly at the lowest rates out there, and he's going to do it for you. Hey, a lot of people right now living in condos going through credit card debt, behind on property taxes, HOA dues have just taken off, the insurance, and you're going, oh, my God, what am I going to do with all this stuff? This stuff's crazy. And now all of a sudden what I thought was going to be retirement has turned into like I can't even sleep at night because I'm trying to figure out how I can make my payments every month to live here like I was supposed to, looking at that beautiful ocean every day. Well, I want to let you know, Michael Kotze can help you. He can get you that second mortgage and pay a lot of this debt off and get you back where you can handle your payment again. How's that sound to you? Matter of fact, one of Michael Kotze's favorites is the reverse mortgage. If you and your spouse are 62 or older and you have a lot of equity in your home, you qualify. It's a great way to go. It is one of the most popular mortgages we have down here. If you want to check, make sure you call Michael Kotze. First-time home buyer programs with little money down. He does that. I can go on and on, but bottom line is you need money, you need it fast. Michael Kotze can get you approved and get the process started in half the time of the big banks. I'm telling you right now, this man worked. Go to Google reviews on the web. Choice Mortgage Reviews saying a lot of nice things about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, getting a high rating as well. He's been around for 30 years now. The guy works 7 days a week. You can call or text him at 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730. MLS 166254. Rates and terms are always subject to change. Daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage is going to work his butt off for you to get you approved, get you that money you need for debt consolidation and everything else.
for the people. Visit forthepeople.com for
It's home of the 5-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, the 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes basketball, and now the new home of the 2-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who got one from the Yankees yesterday by a final of 7-6. Miami will now return home for a 4-game series with the Reds. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park, and the game can be heard on WQAM. And yesterday, the Canes beat Clemson 8-6, taking 2 of 3. Next up, Miami hosts Florida Gulf Coast tomorrow night. To the Panthers, who fell to the Penguins 5-2. The Cats will now head to Montreal tomorrow night. And in college basketball, Michigan will take on UConn for the national championship. Tip-off is at 8:50. And last night, the UCLA women beat South Carolina 79-51 to win the national championship. The Joe Rowe Show continues now.
I don't know. I think the Dolphins were wise in understanding my relationships around the league and knowing that I have information that they don't have or can't get. And I think they were smart in taking advantage of that, whether it was through me or through somebody else. The Cowboys have never elected to do that, at least with me. You know, maybe they have with others, but no, I don't feel there's a conflict. But I will say I'm pulling for the Dolphins, and I know that because now I have something at stake, and I think they hired 2 really talented, wonderful people, and I think that's going to prove itself out. Now, 26 is going to be a tough season because of the cap that they took a big hit when they let 2 go, but. Time will tell, but yeah, I'm pulling for them. I want to see them do well because I feel like my fingerprints are on it as well.
All right, Troy Aikman on a podcast talking about his involvement and the 2 guys we have, man. I think most of us around it are excited about the head coach and the general manager that they've hired. And their work's just getting started, man. First, it was clean the cap and the mess and flush the debt. Second, it was find some free agents you could afford that you thought would come in hungry that could help you because a lot of them are going to have to play. And the third thing is this draft coming up April 23rd, the first round of the NFL draft. Two picks in the first round, 1 in the second, 4 in the third. And those are crucial picks, man. And then, of course, you got picks later on as well on Saturday. But especially for me, those first 3 rounds in the 90s are all huge. Top 90-something picks, all huge for this team to and by the way, it's this John Eric Sullivan's first, as Omar said, this is his first draft as the man. Not as a piece of it, not a piece of team.
What a draft to get thrown into, right?
You're the president. We cleaned it out. Yeah. And look, if your guys don't play well, we're probably going to have a rough year. And we're looking for future guys that look like, hey, we got our, you want that rookie, you go, okay, we got our guy. We can build around that. We've had some in the first round. We said occasionally in the second round or we've talked about Achane, a 3rd-round pick, and going, hey, we got a running back. Hey, this guy's ready to go. He can play.
Just out of curiosity, to go back to what Troy was saying, how much do you think his hands are on this? Like he was saying, I basically have been involved and my hands are, been involved in this thing. Like, how much do you think they're leaning on him?
I think they leaned on him a lot.
Really?
I think they had lost some trust on in-house and just in-house and wanted some eyes from the outside I don't know what the relationship is. I don't know how Troy ended up here. I'm guessing it was Danny.
Now he's not gonna be sitting in the the
son-in-law
war room at the draft.
I don't know. Just kind of weird. It was
took a shot at the Cowboys.
He
there.
did. I was going to say that's how I read that too. Like
Yep.
Jerry Jones didn't want me, so I'm all in on the Dolphins. And people
Yep.
are going, "Wait a sec, you're a Hall of Fame quarterback for the."
Seems like Jerry Jones likes to make his own decisions, huh?
Come on, man. It's you and Roger. What? Yeah, our Hall of Fame quarterback. But hey, man, he's all in and likes what they've done. I love what he had to say, and I think it was great they had him on the board, or to sit there and get to do the interviewing with the other 4, 5, 6 guys. I just going forward wants to still be involved. I don't know what's left really at this point. What they're gonna do, and honestly, if they're asking him stuff during the year, he gives them stuff from an interview. Whew, that's what I'd be worried about. Like Troy's doing a game, and 2 weeks later, the Dolphins have him. He goes, "Hey, by the way, just talking. Get ready for right."
Yeah, it's bizarre.
I mean they can say whatever
because
he is going to talk to coordinators and he's going to talk. And, hey, this is what we want to do. And
you got Brady doing it. You got Aikman doing it. Someone should hire Greg Olson. He seems to know his stuff pretty well, huh?
But those guys sit down, then they're going, well, I'm also on the payroll for this. I don't know. I don't know how the commissioners. I mean, anybody can say whatever they want, but that was just that example is the best one I can give. Is he's sitting down a day before the game. He and Buck, and they're going through everything, and go, hey, so what is we're just watching tape on you. Oh, this guy's really playing well. He struggles a little bit in this, but and now you're going, all right, hey, you got him in 2 weeks, right?
I mean, how do you do that? Do you make it so that they don't have any of their games? Like, it's just very weird. They don't have teams that they play. Like,
I don't know how to. I'm with you. It's. Troy may not see it.
They probably thought it was a
by the way,
fun
Tom
idea
Brady.
With Brady, they were
Tom
like,
Brady.
it's just Tom Brady. Everyone loves him.
So Troy doesn't think
Troy
doesn't think there's anything wrong with it. Tom Brady doesn't think there's anything wrong with it. And I'm like,
well, of course they don't, because they're getting paid a fortune.
I just don't know what you guys don't think to think that maybe, hey, like Troy's coming in today, guys. We play the Dolphins in 2 weeks. Let's be careful what we say.
Yeah. Obviously,
right?
But yeah, I mean,
I'm
sure he's getting paid a
the
ton of
GM
money by the Dolphins.
I don't know what a consultant fee is. I'm guessing it's
guess
not
it's high.
$5 an hour.
Right? I mean, I'm sure he's getting paid very well. How Brady's got a piece of that team, that thing's got to go up in value every year.
I just honestly, when I sit back as a guy, appreciates what Troy helping us to get these guys to make sure we didn't try to do the same thing over and over again. But
look, if they're going to allow it, then hell,
I get it.
Great.
I get it. And I'm guessing he checked ahead of time, but I'm like, I don't know how the commissioner thinks like, you guys, wait a sec, you guys, and they let Brady owns a piece of the team.
Yeah.
And he's doing this.
Sure. What are you going to do? You're going to tell Tom Brady he can't do the games?
You're going to tell Troy Aikman the same thing? 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks? No.
These guys are very good at what they do on those broadcasts.
It is funny though when people go, what am I missing? You're not missing anything. We all think the same thing.
Where's Charles Davis?
And by the way, those guys aren't giving up those jobs because there's not a number one guy on any network right now that ain't making huge, game-changing money. Most of those guys didn't make that when they played.
Wouldn't you like to have Charles Davis in your war room?
I'll bet you Troy Aikman makes a lot more as a quarterback right now.
As a broadcaster?
He made as a quarterback when he was with the Cowboys.
Sure.
That job exploded. Wasn't Romo the first one? And then the rest of them went, wow, you ain't that good. They got
I don't think they have to worry about anyone hiring Romo, though.
Hey,
can you imagine having him in your I mean, he's just a little much.
Before you go to say something to him, he gives you the answer. Go, hey, stop it. You're not on the broadcast. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment.
Heat and Panthers had important
737-33. The market opens in like 7 minutes from now. The NASDAQ futures up 90 points. The Dow futures are down about 28 points. So that's what we got going on there. For your weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. We are in the upper 70s, a 7% chance of rain. All right, if you're just joining us here, the Marlins, they got the win yesterday, 7-6 over the Yankees, getting 1 of 3 there. The Marlins will now begin a 4-game home series with the Reds. Tonight's first pitch going to be at 6:40 over at Lone Depot Park. Canes baseball taking 2 of 3 from Clemson over the weekend. The Panthers dropping yesterday, and we have a championship game in the Final Four here tonight, Joe. The Michigan Wolverines and UConn Huskies going to meet in what could be a bloodbath.
You don't expect a good game tonight, huh?
Man, that's a big number, 7.5 point spread. Michigan seems to be beating the hell out of everyone.
They have. They weren't very nice to Arizona.
I don't think UConn played particularly well against Illinois, to be quite honest. I thought Illinois played about as bad a basketball game as you can play, and they still were somewhat in that game at the end.
There are going to be a lot of people rooting for UConn tonight over.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, what people think about that coach in general. Like, he's a lot. Well, Hurley's a lot, man.
He is a hell of a coach, right? We agree.
Yes.
I mean, he's won 2 national championships, and he's
no
always
one's denying that.
He's knocking on the Final Four door, seems like.
He's very good at this thing.
And he got some really good players, Let's not forget. The
and
guy that's
Dusty May's done a nice job over in Michigan.
Yeah,
so
he has, but he's loaded. And
they all are, though, man.
No, but Michigan is even with one guy limping around tonight a little bit, that's a hell of a team. They don't miss much. That's an NBA looking team, man, right there. Right? I don't know how many of those guys are going early in the draft, but man, they got that. That's a grown ass man team right there, no question. That Michigan team. Hey, Woody. Besides that, the Marlins get 1 from the Yankees. Nice comeback late in that game. That was fun to watch last night. After honestly, the 6th inning was just a disaster. I don't know last time I've seen a guy picked off at first and then a guy thrown out at home on a ground ball. And then on top of that, they come back and have a great 8th inning, 2-run double by Graham Pauley and then Xavier Edwards, who has just been on fire. 2-run single, 7-4 after a 3.5-hour rain delay last night in New York. They get the win, so they get 1 out of 3. Coming back home, no time to rest because Cincinnati, first of 4 today. So they'll play here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So if you want to get out and I tell you what, they've been fun to watch. The Marlins have been really fun to watch. They 6-3 on the season. And a lot of games left, obviously. And by the way, congratulations, Pete Fairbanks on his way home for the birth. So their closer started the game. It was kind of crazy. He started the game, and then they took him out, and he caught a plane and headed home for the birth of his child. And so that good luck with all that stuff. And then on top of everything else, it's a weird one. Panthers out of the playoffs. We got spoiled that 3 years. That 3 years, man, and they did it every possible way, right? Barely get in, go through all the upsets, took their suit, had to win a game 7 on the road, and had a game the next day in another country. And I mean, it was just crazy.
Getting used to them playing Edmonton at the
and then playing Edmonton at the end.
Yeah. It might be a quiet summer here, man.
I think Panther fans would give it all up knowing they got their guys. Get them healthy.
Yeah, it's fine.
We had a 3-year great run.
Can't win them all, Joe.
They played their butts off when you're at home. You still play as hard as you can. Some of the guys probably shouldn't be on the team right now, but they play hard. And we'll take that month and a half off.
Yeah. Well, you still had one team this calendar year. You're going to have one team that played in a championship, guaranteed. Yes. Right? Because you had Miami.
That's it.
You had it right here in our town.
Oh, that was
played right down the street. One of the better games you'll see.
Yeah, it was good. No, everything was fun about that. Congratulations to the Moss brothers. Got that stadium done. The new stadium. By the way, you say that the new stadium. It really is the new stadium. Yeah. Miami Freedom Park, and it was just looked great on TV. It looked really big. It looked just huge, man. It was so cool to see it. So big congratulations getting that thing done, or at least a little work in between, but getting it good enough to get that game and all the things with it, and entertaining game. Messi and Suarez scoring, and Mark Anthony there. MLS champs now got their 305 stadium all done. So congratulations to them. We got more stuff coming up. Omar Kelly's going to join us to talk about the Miami Dolphins and a little controversy going on with the team. We'll talk about one former player who's fired up about one former head coach. That's next.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roof.